And we're back after a 3-week hiatus, or 2-week hiatus, however it is. It's been 3 weeks since we've been on, but it is time for Drawn and Quartered.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
It's so funny to look at that video and see all the people who aren't here anymore, obviously Malin. But, like, I don't bring Doug Tenaple in because he's an old man and he can't stay up this late. And I don't bring in Kyung because Kyung seems to have disappeared off the face of the planet. And then that was Alejandro Maribal on one of those. But that was like the one time he was on here. Anyways, welcome back after the hiatus, ladies and germs. Speaking of germs, Herman Hunter.
Wow. Really? Wow.
Are you not feeling well?
Did that take all of your time? Did that take all the time you were away to think that one up?
Yeah, I spent 3 weeks writing that.
We went into isolation. I had used all my creative juices. Doing great.
Doing great. Doing
Kind
good.
of.
And doing well. I'm not actually doing well. Sorry. I think I got COVID in Austin.
Oh, no, not again.
It wasn't like a horrible case of COVID like I've had before, but, or like I had before that. How many years ago was that?
You're looking chair rails again.
Not nearly enough.
But I could kind of tell it was the same sort of like, it was like prodding my weak spots to see how it could kill me. And it was about this time in my COVID journey last time that I developed pneumonia. And so now I don't feel like I have pneumonia or anything, but I am not having like full deep breaths. So I took my wife's breathing treatment. She's got a handy dandy nebulizer.
Oh, nice. Is that good for congestion?
It's like the fog machine. Like, oh, hey, everybody.
And it makes it look like a rave.
So, it's supposed to help. That's supposed to help clear you up.
Great medicine, man.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be fine this next week. And like I said, none of the symptoms were terrible. Like last time, it was like, first of all, I was just completely knocked out. I was so tired. I had no energy for anything. Right. And then like the headaches and the this and that and the other. This time I had the very small headaches. I'm a little less than full speed, but yeah, just some draining and some coughing and some, I don't know. It was weird. The first night, it was really weird. It was like I was in Austin and I ordered a drink and it was like, man, I thought this guy slipped me a Mickey or something. Because as soon as I started drinking my drink, I started getting that, you know, like when you feel like it's like in the back of your throat and you're like,
the tickle in your throat.
Something's coming up. Not throw up, but like something is attacking my systems.
I noticed that.
I went to bed and I was just like sweating. Let me finish my anecdote.
No,
Jeff.
Go ahead.
Bloody hell. And so I was just like sweating and freaking like all night long. I was like sweating and chills and like all night long. And then I woke up the next day and I felt like, oh, all that stuff is gone.
Oh, fantastic.
But then it like started like again, like the prodding, right? Like the first night it was
Yeah.
like trying to hit me with a fever or something. Then the second day it's like trying to hit me with this and that. And so I think it's COVID. I'm not going to test because I think those PCR tests are fake.
Yeah, I had I got something, I think it was last year, that it started the exact same way as COVID with the tickle in the throat.
Ugh.
And it started slow and it got big, but it only put me down for a couple of days and it wasn't as bad. But it's like I was wiped out and
Oh, that's
feverish chills, I was cold and I was having a fever and all that. And a couple of days I was better.
No, Matt Wenger, I am not dying.
good.
Although we're all dying in real cosmic sense, aren't we?
And his name is
Andrew,
Mark.
Yes, Cossin will be in. A
But-
guy from Mudbank. What's up?
By the
And
way,
Rusty.
Royce says hi, Mark. That was
Why'd Royce chop all his hair off?
he has to every now and again.
No, he doesn't. Rusty,
People were teasing him because of the bowl cut.
the bowl cut?
It looked like he had bowl cut.
What's up, Rusty? And Juan Soto and Matt says Sylvia Plath. I don't know what that means. Or who that is. Anyone?
Bueller.
It sounds
Bueller.
like a name, but I don't know.
It does sound like a name, doesn't it?
But I don't know who it is.
I'll look it up.
Amy, that's. There's a first name and a last name. It definitely sounds like a name.
There you go.
American poet and novelist.
All right, what does that have to do with anything? I have no idea.
What we don't know about Sylvia Plath. Oh, that's something to look
What
at.
Could
was it?
fill of the volumes. Could fill. I don't know how long does she last?
Is she a
Could fill
writer
book,
then?
I guess. Anyway, where's Cossin? I thought he would be so excited to do Furiosa since he's
Is
been
that-
complaining about it in the DM rooms for like 3 weeks.
Yes.
I can hear him now. Nah, Furiosa wasn't that good as I thought it would be. It could've
No,
been
he's
like-
not.
Oh no, it's way worse than that, man. It's way worse than that.
He is
Really?
he is triggered by Furiosa.
Yeah. It's there's no other way to describe it other than he triggered. Yeah, that's. Whoo.
Yeah. He's we should read some of his notes.
Oh, that's mean.
He's just so mad that it exists. Which is really Matt hates Furiosa, like with every fiber of his being.
Oh. Okay.
Which is funny because he hates Fury Road too, but because Furiosa's in it. And I'm like, dude, Tom Hardy literally had more than twice as many lines of dialogue in Fury Road than Mel Gibson did in Road Warrior. That's the character. He doesn't talk. He's like, I think in Road Warrior he had like 38 lines of dialogue in a 2-hour movie. And then in Fury Road he had like 68 or something or more, or 80 or something. I don't remember. But he had that's just the character. It's like the strong silent type. It's what do you want?
They don't talk
So-
too much.
Yeah, so you have to have other characters that have more dialogue
Yeah,
and
exactly.
carry the plot forward while Max is there
Not talking.
grunting and
Mhm.
being mad at the world. So it's funny. And I look, man, freaking Road Warrior was one of my favorite movies growing up. So but I don't know what his I don't know, dude. That's Matt. And he should be in here to defend his ridiculous possessions. Where is Elliot? I just called him. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go. I'll be in the bathroom and I'll come out. And it's like 20 minutes ago.
Does Elliot like Mad Max movies?
I'm sure he does. How could I don't understand how anyone can dislike Fury Road. That movie, that was like the only movie I've paid to go see multiple times in movie theaters in decades.
No.
Well, the thing is that Elliot will draw it, and then he'll say, "Oh, I hate this," and then he'll work on something else.
Oh yeah, where's Weldon? Let me call Weldon too. I haven't seen
Weldon.
Weldon since I saw Weldon in Texas.
Did he get sick too, or is he okay?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to him since then.
Oh, okay. So I guess he was all right when you left.
That's okay, Mike. I'm in the hospital. It's all right.
Oh,
Just
no.
got off the ventilator.
Oh,
It's
no.
still
Well, I
good.
mean, I'm glad if he's not on the ventilator.
Oh, look who showed up to defend his ridiculous position about Furiosa. Dang it. Well then, answering machine. Just want to think.
It's so ridiculous that the movie is doing gangbusters in the theater.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
out
The
now then?
world agrees
know-
with me on this.
You know what's more ridiculous? It's done better than all 3 of the original Road Warrior movies.
Oh, I believe that
Wow.
100%.
It did. I freaking showed you the numbers.
So it did
And I
so
did,
good
I
that they're
did
making
the
more after this one too.
inflation
aren't they?
adjusted numbers, and
But
still
it was so
Furiosa
good that
is
they're
doing
it's
better
warning
than thinking
another film.
uh,
Dude, they
the
made
best.
3 movies.
The 3 movies. The first 2 were like
And not only that,
literally they were bombs. They were
Not
just
only
really good.
the movies impacted the culture so much so that they're making riffs and parodies of Mad Max.
You know, I heard
For
Anya
decades.
Taylor-Joy is being nominated for a Grammy.
Is she a singer?
Muerte, you do not take Matt's side on this, young man. I will stop the stream and come to your house and beat you with a broom.
A broom?
My
Oh,
man.
no.
A broom.
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
Mad Max, man? Where's the
just-
Max?
It's the state of the culture, man. It's the state of the culture. Bunch of people like Matt, who if Alien came out today, you'd be like, why is the chick the only one surviving? Why is the chick the one that beats the aliens?
No, I
Yes,
love
you
that
would.
film.
Yes,
No.
you would.
No, why? Because she didn't
you
replace
would.
a male character. She's actually the original character.
She didn't replace him.
She replaced
He
him.
was the co-star in the last
She
movie.
She replaced him in the Fury Road. He
No,
was
she
replaced.
didn't, dude.
Dude, he took a
Matt!
back
Matt,
took
if
a
you make a
Wolverine-
Wolverine movie, dude, it doesn't mean he's replacing the X-Men. He was in X-Men movies too. So
No,
if you make one, it's the same thing. Don't
If
you're
if it's an X-Men movie and Wolverine is 90% in it and the X-Men aren't, it's not really an X-Men movie. The X-Men made an appearance.
but he had his own movie, but it doesn't mean he was replacing the X-Men.
He's replaced. He was in it, and now he's not in it. And some other woman's in it.
He was in it.
Yeah, 10-second shot of him.
How do you know? You didn't see it.
Because people told it. They were all bragging about it. He was in the movie. He was in it. And I go, 10
Colossus
seconds, but
is
he's
in
in it.
Deadpool. Is he replacing the X-Men?
And it wasn't even him. It was a stunt double. It wasn't even Tom Hardy. They said Tom Hardy said they never asked him
But
to
you
come
said
back.
Tom Hardy's not Mad Max.
They
Maybe
told
The
him
Mel
not to
argument
come
is
back.
so
Huh?
weird,
You think about
dude.
that, Matt?
They
Maybe
told
Mel
him not to
Gibson
come back.
is
He's
hired
not.
to play
He's a
Tom
cuck.
Hardy
He's
as
a
Mad
cuck.
Max.
He's not, but hey. But even so, like even Mad Max fans and fans of Fury Road, because they're not the same, they both would agree Max should be in the movie, whether it's Mel Gibson or Tom Hardy.
No,
Maybe
I don't
it's a
think
cameo?
it's a movie without Max.
Huh?
It was in the Mad Max universe, but
There's no such thing as a Mad Max universe. It's Mad Max.
what are you talking about?
It's like Death Wish is not called the Paul Kersey saga. It's Death Wish. It's about a guy,
It's a
one guy getting revenge.
It's a world building, dude. It's a world
No,
building.
that's what
Yes,
the
it is.
studios
No matter
want.
how you try to deny
It's
it.
not.
it's
It's a story about one man. That's always
Oh
been
my
from the
goodness.
beginning.
Maybe
Well,
we
okay,
should
so
get-
who was Tina
maybe
Turner
we should
then?
get Weldon on here and discuss.
It's not
more.
called the Wasteland Chronicles.
Who
It's
was
called
Tina
Mad
Turner
Max,
then if it's not a world?
Mad Max.
Come on, man.
Singular name. There's
Matt,
no way
it's
around
a-
it.
That is a terrible argument, dude. It
No,
really
dude, it is a
is.
terrible argument. You guys are standing have no ground to stand
It
on.
is. No,
It's
we're
almost
not.
pathetic.
So it's a spin-off then?
Come
It's a
on.
spin-off of Mad Max. Mad Max is not a world.
Yes,
Mad Max
it's
is a
a
person.
character spin-off. You're acting like this is the first time they've ever done that in the history of storytelling or cinema.
It is.
Oh, that's Joker
It is
movie,
not.
right?
You're insane.
You don't do spin-off of
Almost
Robin
every
Hood.
Marvel comic book is a
do a
spin-off of
spin-off
another
of
Marvel
Robin
comic
Hood?
book.
It is a spin-off of Robin Hood, Maid Marian, and the Robin Hood Chronicles.
Yeah, actually, I think they did one.
That would
Yeah, how good
Would
is
you,
that?
yeah, would you watch a Lancelot?
A Lancelot?
A Lancelot story.
Does he Lancelot?
well,
No,
probably.
that's King Arthur,
Lancelot
dude.
is?
King Arthur. That's King Arthur, not Robin Hood.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
All
close
right.
enough.
Would you watch a Lancelot or not?
They were in Britain, man. It doesn't matter.
All right, would you
You're
watch
probably
a
right.
Sheriff of
If Mel
Nottingham
Gibson was
story?
in it, I would.
Would you watch a Sheriff of Nottingham story?
No, I wouldn't watch anything that
If they had Mel
was a
Gibson
spin-off of
second
like I wouldn't watch a RoboCop saga, but it's some female cyborg, but it's a RoboCop saga and she has nothing to do with RoboCop or the characters. Like that's dumb. It's like you can't make up your own series, so you're trying to rob from an existing successful franchise. That's all it is.
It's literally the creator of Mad Max who wanted to do Furiosa's story. This is literally this is everything like this whole freaking anti-woke culture movement has been saying they wanted this entire time. It's like, sure, you can create
And they didn't get it.
characters, your strong female characters,
And they didn't
but
get
you
it.
can't freaking just take over another freaking character, replace a character, and it's you can't steal someone's original idea
And they
from the
did it anyway.
creator and do a thing. The creator of Mad Max wanted to do other stories in that world.
Oh, it
Why
seems
are
like
you
James
so
Cameron
freaking
did the
butthurt
same
about
thing. James Cameron wanted to do the same thing. Look how that turned out.
With what?
James Cameron, Terminator. He made the Terminator a house decorator selling curtain and blinds.
Yeah, James Cameron lost his way.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Now,
that's,
maybe-
But
that's
you
a
didn't see the
different
movie, so
argument.
you can't touch
You're veering into a different argument. Number
No.
one, Furiosa and Max appeared in the same movie, so
Yeah.
that gives them license. First of
See,
all,
that's what I'm
obviously,
saying,
no,
see.
no, hold on. Let me finish. Furiosa and Max appeared in the same movie. That means they're two separate characters, Matt. They're not the one replacing the other. And then they spun her off into her own thing. It's all part of the universe. You can't say it's not part of the universe or the world building to say that she has her own movie. Somehow she's replacing him. That's not it, man. It just isn't.
I don't see.
I don't see how you go there.
I don't see how you think it's not replacing him when he doesn't have a sequel to a movie. He's some other lit chick is put in there, or some other character is put in there. It's like, how is he not replaced? In fact, they're not doing any more.
Deadpool's just replacing all the X-Men.
Present Furiosa on her own without Mad Max, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. Matt is right. Matt is wrong, Mr. Dead in his pocket. Don't you make me come over there with my broom.
I'm right.
Hey,
I think you guys are
right now. I'm telling you, it was presenting Furiosa on her own.
Yeah,
in this movie.
that's what this movie is. It's
that's
presenting her on her
exactly
own.
what Fury Road was. It was introducing a character. It was introducing her character.
Furiosa was the B story. If you know anything about storytelling, Furiosa was the B character in Fury Road.
Well, from what I've heard from people who love Fury Road, is he already had planned a Furiosa sequel follow-up for Fury Road, because the whole build-up was to get her a spin-off away from Max and to her. Away from Max, because obviously Mel Gibson's not going to be part of it. So they want to detach him from it, meaning they have to detach the whole character.
That's all rumor and innuendo.
That's what they were saying. He said in an interview that he already had it planned for Furiosa to be taking over the series.
Well, they've had a sequel planned.
Yeah, meaning replacing Max. Of course, they would follow.
Why did he want to do? Why was Mad Max: The Wasteland's going to be the next movie? How's that replacing Max?
It's not going to be, because they're not doing any more movies because how bad Furiosa did.
Right, but that was the next movie he was planning on doing. So how's that replacing Max?
Well, because they didn't follow up with a sequel. Like, everybody wanted to see the sequel.
No. You're not comprehending the question, apparently.
No, I am.
He
I
wanted
just
to do the Mad Max Wastelands after Furiosa. How is that replacing Max?
Because he wasn't in the movie. And it's his movie with his name on it.
Like talking to a brick wall.
That's what I feel like.
It's 7:22. We have till 9:22 to draw your very best Furiosa.
Or Mad Maxine, as she should be titled.
Furiosa.
No, because it's not the same character.
Or no, she should be Fierce-Iosa.
It's not the same character, Matt.
Fierce-Iosa. She's fierce. Fierce. Well, even people are saying her mother in the movie was also a girl boss. Like, she was like some impeccable Navy SEAL sniper, right? Tough lady.
I don't think the world provides for very gentle people, from what I understand about the world.
Yeah, women don't survive in that world, barely.
And yet they must.
They don't. That's in the original ones. It's mostly men in the show, in the movies. Well, mostly men like the Mad Max series. it's not made for women. Women don't really care for it. It's like it's kind of like a boy's fantasy, a guy's fantasy.
Wow, is that why it did so poorly?
Yeah, because no one wants to see a woman Furiosa.
No, not
trying to-
Furiosa, the
The
original
90-pound
Bring up the-
supermodel.
I'm gonna go ahead. What you're making me do is something I don't want to do because I am a huge fan of the original Mad Max series. But the
Go,
reality
Yankee, go
is,
there, man.
I'm riding it to the hilt.
the reality is that Mad Max was not a hit.
Kind of
I think it was.
You are wrong.
No, 40 years of popularity.
Mad
would
Max
say
only
otherwise.
did $8.7 million worldwide.
Yeah, 20. How much did it cost to make?
Doesn't say.
$20,000.
Yeah, right.
It was cheap back then. Think about Aliens only cost $8 million to make.
What was Mad Max's original budget?
I think the most expensive budget was Beyond Thunderdome.
Of course.
That was a bigger scope. If Furiosa probably was made for cheaper
I'm not
on a
gonna
lower
get bothered.
budget.
That's too much work looking for it. So Road Warrior. Road Warrior only made $23.6 million.
Because on the opening weekend,
Worldwide.
opening week,
Full release the entire
Yeah.
time.
yeah, in the theaters.
Lifetime gross.
How much did it make selling DVDs and VHS and all that stuff? Probably tons
Well, you
of
can't
money.
say that about Furiosa because Furiosa might make millions and millions down the road too. So that's not the question.
It could, but
The question is how, because you're saying, oh, look, Furiosa's not making enough money. All right, Beyond Thunderdome.
obviously that was
This
enough
was the
money for
biggest
them to make
success.
more.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome did a whopping $36 million worldwide.
So they got
Now
even more
let's
money.
look at Furiosa, which just got pulled, but has made $145.8 million, completely destroying the records of all the previous Mad Max films that you think are just
It only
Dummy.
Furiosa only needed to make 300 million more to break even. According to a website I read, they said if it made 400 million, it would break even. They had to make more than that. That's crazy numbers, though.
all
I think
speculation.
they've skewed the numbers nowadays, where movies have to make like 3 or 4 times the amount of money the budget is to actually consider being a success. Or
Well, they have to make at least twice.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Kind of crazy.
No, because of the amount of marketing that goes into it.
Yeah, the production budget was $168 million.
They marketed that stuff like crazy. Furiosa was marketed like crazy.
They
It was
and it-
everywhere.
that stuff really costs. It does. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, even the biggest hit of the previous Mad Max cycle, and geez, let's not even compare that to Fury Road. Fury Road is far and away the biggest hit of that entire.
It might have been maybe a bigger moneymaker because,
Because it was freaking awesome.
because
$380 million.
yeah, but it's not going to last the time. People are going to forget about it.
Yes, it is. I
No,
love
it won't.
Fury Road. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
it
you
won't.
hate Fury Road. I mean, okay, I don't understand because you have
Yeah,
terrible
because
taste in movies.
not many fans of
Problem
Mad
is,
Max actually
For
like
all the
Fury
years
Road.
we've done this show, the one thing we know for certain is that
Superior
if a movie's
taste in
really
film.
good, Matt Cossin will hate it. If it sucks, Matt Cossin will love it.
Yeah, I guess the world agrees with me.
No, you picked
Furiosa.
one post on Twitter to say, look, he agrees with me, and that's somehow everybody on Twitter or everybody in the audience.
They pulled it from the theater after 2 weeks.
I didn't say it didn't not make any money, but you're trying to say, oh, you're taking one person and going, hey, look, everybody agrees with me. And it's like, no, man, that's
Oh, you're talking about the post on Facebook?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
if you go to those Facebook forums, most of the people defending all these movies are like, they look like
Mr.
the
Get his
story
pocket,
for
I am going to
breakfast,
put
lunch,
you
and
on
dinner.
mute, man. You're killing me. Elrod makes a really good point. Excellent point. Only in the first movie is Max the main character. After
No,
that,
wrong.
he is simply the audience surrogate that we see the world through.
Wrong.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, in Road
Wrong.
Warrior,
Spoken like a true
he's got
non-fan.
less than half the lines in Road Warrior than he does in Fury Road.
Let's
Somehow
see.
you
The Man with No Name and Clint Eastwood. How many lines does he have in all those movies where he's the main character but hardly
very
speaks?
few. That's what I'm saying. That's the genre of that character.
He's the main character throughout the
strong,
film. It doesn't speak. He's
silent
the main
character. Right, the strong silent type.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm
Mad
saying.
Max.
He's the main character throughout the
He's
entire
the main
thing.
character in Fury Road.
No, he's not. He's not.
You know what? You don't understand anything about stories. Clearly.
Ask people who like Fury Road. They're like, Mad Max is not even the main star in it. That's what their argument is.
I like Fury Road, and I disagree with your
That's
assessment.
fine. But there's other things besides
Fury
the
Road.
the female lead I don't like about it. It's the sci-fi aspect he injected into it. I don't like. It's not a sci-fi film, but he made it into a sci-fi. It's supposed to be post-apocalyptic, and he made it like.
Post-apocalyptic movies are sci-fi films.
No, it's not sci-fi. There's no science fiction in it. It's just
Oh.
it's about a world that's destroyed. There's no
Yeah, but how did it get destroyed? Usually there's some
Nukes.
kind of science involved in it, man.
nukes.
Is nukes not science?
That's not
It's
science
like-
fiction. I mean, if a nuke went off now and had nuclear war, it wouldn't be science fiction. It'd be like
But the environment is fiction. Most of us
Yeah.
would all be dead. You wouldn't have people running around. That's
But
the
it's not
thing.
science
You're
fiction.
saying her mechanical arm was the science fiction part.
the mechanical, like robotic arm that she made in the wasteland out of what? Tin cans and used Xbox or something. I don't know what the heck. How did she make that? Right. And then also the cars and the vehicles in there are too polished, too new looking, like they came
What are you
out of a
talking about?
manufactured shop.
It
Yeah,
hasn't
the
been
Because
chrome.
they
released.
worshipped the cars. Did you not get that from the movie?
All the Mad Max films, they all look like they're pieced together by bits and pieces and
Right.
piecemeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they weren't
This one,
worshiping
they're
the cars.
that's what I'm
This
saying.
one,
That's so.
their
Oh
thing
man, it's so
was
hokey.
like freaking car worship.
That's what I'm saying. It's so hokey, man. It's
Why
so
is that
bad. It's so bad.
Oh
So
my
bad.
God. Remind me never to read anything you write.
Oh man,
Oh my
it
goodness.
is so bad. I watched a clip of it again because I seen the movie, but I watched the clip again and I was like, yeah, now I remember why. I'm like,
So infuriating.
Look, dude, I'd be on your side if they had said, "Hey, they're rebooting it, and this chick is becoming the new Mad Max, and they're doing a reboot, and it was one of those things." I'd be on your side, trust me. But this one, it doesn't make any sense to me, man.
that's how they'll always get you one over on you is they go, we're not replacing the character, we're just
They're not
making-
getting one over on me. I haven't even
Yeah.
paid for a ticket, dude. Come
You
on.
snuck in?
Good. You should see it while it's in theaters. It's
No,
not completely out of theaters. It's really good.
I'm
It's
not paying
as
for
good
it
as
like that.
Fury Road. I'm not going to go pay to see it 4 times or 5 times.
Yeah.
But it's good.
But you're glad you saw it once.
Well, I like Chris Hemsworth. I think this is one of those
Yeah,
movies that I'll
Chris
wait.
he's worth the ticket, dude.
Yeah.
It'll probably do good or decent on streaming because more people are probably going, I'll check it on streaming. But the thing is, they checked out the Acolyte Star Wars on streaming, even though they didn't like or knew they wouldn't like it. They still wanted to see what it was going to be shown. So
I haven't
people
seen
will
it.
see it. Huh?
I have not watched The Acolyte.
But a lot of people have, and it's like, and they
Welcome
didn't
to the
even like it.
stream, Jericho Manga.
Elliot.
Hey,
I'm so
Elliot,
sorry. I was on.
That's a
the
really
wrong-
long crap, dude. You constipated or something?
No, I was on the wrong.
Fiber in your diet?
I was on the wrong Facebook page.
Oh, oops.
I was on
That
my.
is bad.
It was
Oh,
the
no.
Ozempic, man.
Yeah,
Clogged
I was
up.
I was on my
Clogged up.
fan page. And I was like, man, Mike hasn't sent me a thing yet. I went, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong Facebook page. Stupid me. What's up, y'all?
Oh, Hey, Elliot.
Andrew says the box office argument is not apples to apples comparison. Ticket prices were different than that. I know, but I did the what do you call it?
adjusted for inflation.
Adjusted for inflation numbers.
Yeah.
And still, They're trumped. It's just the prices of everything cost too much now to make.
What are you talking about?
So, Elliot, we've been talking about Furiosa because we're drawing Furiosa tonight.
Oh, hey, all right.
Yeah, you missed out on the Twitter group.
Oh yeah, because you're not in the
rant.
Twitter DMs, so you haven't heard Matt spurging about this for the last 2 weeks.
Who?
You just
Matt
have to say the word Furiosa, and he goes into this diatribe.
Cossin or Weldon?
Cossin.
I don't know where
Cossin.
Weldon is.
Cossin.
We love him. We love him. It's just a little frustrating sometimes.
A little. All right, Matt.
Did he run?
No, he's not.
Cossin,
Oh,
are
okay, he's
you,
still there.
are you angry that I'm here, Cossin? Do I represent all of your frustrations in the world?
Oh no, don't start. Oh man.
Wait, what? It's just my happy beard talking. What are you talking about?
Happy Beard.
Ah,
Everyone press 1 for fiber. Yeah, exactly.
wow. Wow.
Or
Irritated.
So Furiosa, huh? Let me look up some references.
Furiosa.
I like the actress a lot.
yeah, she's pretty cool.
The
That's why
girl, actually, the girl who plays young Furiosa is actually, I think, better.
Oh wow.
Here's the thing, though. She was my favorite thing in the New Mutants movie. I thought she was great.
Mhm.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
It wasn't.
I'd heard good things about her performance in there. Anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't a great movie, but it was pretty cool. You know, for what it was. So which one do we draw? Do we draw the young one, or do we draw
Whatever you want.
Does it have to
other
be
one?
Furious? Considering
Can I
I don't know
Does
anything
it have
about
to
her.
be Furiosa? You mean, can I start drawing my comic book instead of this?
No. I'm not pulling an Aaron. Come on.
Can I draw Mad Max?
Can I draw the Thing?
Exactly. I'm not just randomly drawing the Thing and just saying, whatever, I win. We love you, Aaron. Even though you break the rules.
You can draw Mad Max, but you have to draw him as a woman.
What the heck?
Oh no. Oh boy.
Juan Soto says she looks like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. No, she does not.
She does not.
This
Oh,
girl's beautiful. Horseface Cortez is terrible. She's terrifying. Sorry, I had an opinion about that.
I'm gonna spend my whole time trying to figure out an idea.
She has le crazy eyes.
Yes, exactly.
Chris
Cortez?
Hemsworth's character wears a bear. That's kind of interesting.
What?
I was
What?
trying to look up photos references for the different characters. I think this is the character Chris Hemsworth plays, and he looks like he's got a bear necklace. Like,
I
he's got
think something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking at reference too.
You gonna draw him?
Well, that's what I was asking. I was like, does it have to be Furiosa or can it be Dementis?
Hey man, you can draw whatever you want.
Okay.
So, Mike, you know how sometimes Reflector gets messed up?
Mm-hmm.
I figured out that for me, sometimes it's just like if I had it on at one point in the day and I try to turn it on again, it won't turn on.
Mm-hmm.
It's still running. I have to end the task on my PC. So right now, yeah, see, I know I'm on my task manager.
Does it help if you reset your computer, or does the task manager work well enough?
Yeah, but no, I mean, I usually reset, but I've discovered I don't have to. I was like, I wonder. So I looked up task manager and I was like, oh, it's still running in the background. I don't know why.
Oh,
So it's almost like it just gets stunned. So I have to just kill it and then restart the app instead of trying to restart the whole PC. Otherwise, I'd be missing for another 20 minutes. Jeff Potts, what the heck, man?
What the heck? What the heck? What the heck did I do?
Nothing. I
Zach,
just want to say it. I just want to say it that way. I just thought it was fun.
What the heck?
What the heck?
What the gosh darn heck?
Holiday Hoobie Woody?
Why
My
does
book
Chris
came out.
Hemsworth have a teddy bear tied to him at all times?
because that was a teddy bear from his kids who got killed.
Oh, okay. All right.
So depressing.
Yeah, but that was like the that was one of the cool parts about the plot. I don't want to ruin it for.
Yeah, I'm
people.
sorry for asking anything that might be spoilers.
I ain't seen the movie.
That's why I don't want to spoil it.
I ain't never seen no Furiosa. I saw
Are you
Fury
looking forward
Road
to
in that time.
I just
That's-
noticed it. I just noticed in all the stills he's got the teddy bear tied to him. So that's all.
Oh, that's okay. I got a Satanist upset at me about a comment I made about Furiosa.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sad.
Was it
What
Pfizer's
Great.
wife?
Did you say?
Hang on. Well, it goes back. You commented on it. But
Why did you anger Danzig?
It commented. It says, what was it? The original was from Christian Toto. Said there's no easy answer for Furiosa flopping as hard as it did. Solid reviews from audience critics. Not woke, not girl bossy. So why? My response was, the answer is really simple. If a chick is in the lead, then the assumption is woke and girl bossy.
Yeah.
We're way past the fool me once, shame on you bit. Way past it. And
And I said George Miller has never failed us.
George Miller, please do not fail us. So some guy named Dark Nastus said, the answer is really simple. If a chick is in the lead, or he quoted my thing. He goes, the answer is really simple. This guy hates women. I'm glad I have never read any of his novels. Now I can say I never will.
What?
That's the typical.
First of all,
Yeah.
Nailed
calls
it.
himself Grape Shasta needs to shut down.
Yeah. So I look at this guy's profile. It says girl dad, screw MAGA, Satanist, horror writer. I'm a little deep starter doing my part to save America's democracy. Cats are the Illuminati, and I'm a bookworm.
Cats are
I'm
the
a-
only what?
That's the usual fan base there.
Yeah, I write Christian fantasy. So
I'm a little Satan teacup, short and stout.
I go to the people's page.
Here is my evil.
Defend it.
form.
I don't think I have a diehard fan here.
No,
I just
I don't know.
No.
You could win him over somehow.
yeah,
Just tell him you like Furiosa, and he might change his mind.
that's true. I like chicks in the lead. Yeah, I don't care. You know, it's
I like the Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
I like good movies.
Yeah, it was.
I like the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking. So yeah. Great,
No, it was really
great,
good. It was a good.
great
film.
content engagement, but or great engagement farming, but
Yeah,
Sort of
I
stepped
commented
on a
on the
rake.
same. I commented the same post. I think.
Of course you did. Hey, should we regurgitate how like I totally destroyed you on the whole? She's too old to play Furiosa thing.
No, because
Oh no, let's not rehash everything in the.
I would be forced to put up a website that actually showed I was right.
no,
Wow.
man, this is good engagement
What?
farming.
Yeah, they said the whole website is like, is the timeline off in these movies? Here's how we worked it out, and they went through all the movies and they said actually there is some retconning and redesigning to make it fit, you know. And I'm like, but it doesn't fit. They said there's still discrepancies, and because I mean you can't no matter which way you slice it.
What was this with a 20-year-old playing a veteran police officer in the first film?
No, it's between Furiosa, who's the same age as Max, and
Okay, so
somehow-
but you don't again you didn't have a problem with the 20-year-old playing the seasoned police officer.
he wasn't 20 years old though. He was
He
23.
was
when
20
they
years
made it.
old when they
He was
filmed that movie.
23.
He might have been 19 when they filmed that movie.
No, he was 23.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
What are you
I
talking
looked
about?
at his age. The movie came out when it came out, I think he was like 23 or 24, maybe. But the thing is it doesn't matter even about their real ages, like you
It does
said.
matter.
It doesn't matter because, like you
Who's
said,
playing the veteran freaking.
yeah, but it doesn't matter though because, like you said,
you can't
said
be a
that,
veteran cop if you just barely out of the academy.
or at least Theron is 2 years older than Tom Hardy, right?
Doesn't matter.
But it does matter
It
because
doesn't.
they're the same age in the movie, right? They're at least around the same age in the movie. So they say
it never says how old they are in the movie.
Well, let's just say this: if let's say he's like 35, she's 30. It's only a 5-year difference. They're around the same age.
Doesn't matter. Because he's always being cast like 20 years too young for the character.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the story, if they're around the same age or even
Mad
5
Max.
years difference, if there's 5 years difference in age of the characters, not the actors, but the characters, it still
But
wouldn't
they
work out.
never say the age of the characters.
But you can tell looking at them, they're around the same age. She's not in high school, and he's not like an old guy, retired 50-year-old dude. They're the same age looking.
I thought old girl looked pretty young in the first one.
Who did?
Charlize Theron. I thought she looked pretty young. She looked younger than she
She
normally
looked
does.
she looked like a mom, soccer mom.
I guess.
But she was already 38 when that movie came out, or 35. I can't remember. I think she was in her late 30s when the movie came out. But the thing is she is around the same age as Tom Hardy, and the characters, I mean, are around the same age. Well, when this character Mad Max was introduced, he was a cop working 9 to 5. So if they're around the same age, she probably would be working as a job as a supermarket person, or I don't know, whatever she was doing, hair salon or something. She wouldn't be, living as a little kid in the wasteland because it didn't exist.
Mel Gibson was born in 1956. Mad Max was filmed in 1977. He was 21 years old.
Wow.
This veteran cop was 21 years old.
I know he couldn't pass off. He couldn't pass off as a
He couldn't pass off
schooler.
as a 40-year-old, which means he was miscast by 20 years, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, good movie.
It was an Australian B movie.
So
it
Furiosa,
didn't matter, just like it didn't matter in Fury Road.
No, but you're not addressing what I said, though.
I am exactly addressing.
No, what I'm addressing is that
those
characters
20 years off base. Then
the characters are the same age.
Her character could be 20 years or less younger.
Does she look?
I'm going to play a high school student in the play.
Does she look 20 years
was
younger?
just very youthful looking.
Yeah.
Does she look 20 years younger in Fury Road? She doesn't. She looked around the same age as Max.
And
Maybe
Max
older.
looked in his early 20s in the first film.
But we're not talking about the first one. We're talking about
about
this film. This film,
You're
they look
being
the same age.
completely hypocritical about this.
No, you are, because
you
think about it.
completely excuse
You're
the
trying
miscasting in
to
the
talk
first
over
three
so you won't
films.
acknowledge the obvious that you even know.
Because
It doesn't
you
work
are
out.
ignoring.
I'm not
You're being
talking about
completely
Fury Road.
hypocritical.
I'm trying to address Fury Road. It doesn't line up with the timeline of Furiosa.
You're trying to address Fury Road by acting like the other movies are perfect and don't have the same error.
It's like the Chewbacca defense. It just doesn't make sense.
What?
I don't know
It
what that
just
is.
doesn't add up.
What?
I don't know what the Chewbacca defense is.
Oh my god.
I'm not a Star Wars
In the
fan.
court case of Luke Skywalker versus the Empire,
This is I mean, I'm like the frickin' boomer here, and this is all like cultural stuff that you guys should know.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
much about Star Wars.
Chewbacca
I know
defense,
nothing.
South Park.
No, I don't watch
Never
South Park.
mind.
I haven't
my
watched South Park
God.
either. No, but that's the thing is, like I said, it doesn't work out. Even just if it was Furiosa and Fury Road, it doesn't work unless they change. Like I said, that if she was a kid in the wasteland, then that means Mad Max was a kid in the wasteland. But he wasn't. He was a cop. He worked a 9 to 5 as a job as a cop.
All I'm saying is that the black paint on her forehead makes her forehead look like it's 10 inches tall. I don't understand.
And
It's
you know
going
the
way up
main,
into her.
the actress
Well-
in Furiosa didn't even shave her head for this role. Can you believe that?
Well,
She-
that
She
They
didn't
made-
shave
they
it
made
in the other
They
one
made a
either.
bald cap for her, and they put fake hair. It took hundreds of hours to make fake hair crew cut for her.
I couldn't tell.
well,
Just
the
good luck.
huge forehead was because she grew at an abnormal rate.
No, it's because she has the paint's going up into her hair. That's why.
Yeah.
Ah,
So it looks like
I like my explanation better.
okay, sure, that's cool.
She grew into it though.
I like this actress, and I like Fury Road, and I bet I would like Furiosa. I'm
You
excited
will.
to see it. I cannot wait. I can't wait till I can come back and just stuff your face in it, boy. I'm just kidding.
Well, I've heard fans say that they liked it, but not as good as Fury Road.
That was me.
Yeah, I heard everyone else says it. It's like he was all right. Well, you're one of like
I swear
everyone.
to
I've
God, I
heard.
heard someone say that.
Everyone's saying it. That liked Fury Road is like
It's not
it wasn't
as good as Fury Road. It's still good though.
That's not a good review.
But that's hard because Fury Road's like my second favorite film, so it's like it's
Well,
hard
there
to
you go.
get
I
all the way.
review Mad Max, the first one, the second one, third one. I review them. I like them all the same because it's the continuation of the story,
No, it isn't.
the character. It shows the metamorphosis, the evolution of Max going through and the world changing. It went from like being kind of on the brink of getting kind of wild, then total destruction of society, and then the third one is like they're trying to rebuild society, but it's still shaky, and he's like kind of resigned to being like, okay, he's not out for revenge anymore. He's just trying to start up a new life. He's got his like camels. He's got his homestead. He's trying to start up. He doesn't have a car. And then, it's like, I wanted to see the next stage. What was the next stage going to be? Is the world already more, if the world's already more,
Hey,
getting
Matt,
more
did you
solid?
notice that his car gets destroyed in all the movies?
He just can't keep a car running. Poor guy.
The exact same car he had from the first movie gets destroyed in every movie.
He just rebuilds it and it gets
Well, the
No,
second-
he
the
doesn't
second
rebuild
movie-
it. It's because it's not supposed to have continuity. It's
Oh.
just supposed to be Legends of Mad Max. That's what George Miller says.
No,
There's
there's a
no
continuity.
canon
Yeah, there is.
in the Mad Max universe. These are
'Cause he gets
legends
older.
of Mad Max. They're
He
like
gets older.
pulp novels of a character.
Yeah, but that's still a chronological order.
There is not. He's in the same car.
Look, Beyond Thunderdome
His
is
car
not
is
doesn't take
the
place
exact same car is
before.
brand new and in
Doesn't take
perfect
place
shape
before
in the
World
beginning
War.
of every movie, and then it's destroyed completely by the end of the movie. So
Yeah.
it's
So
not,
you're saying like the Legends of the Dark Knight?
There's
Yeah, it's
sequence
like-
to it. There's a
it's like
sequence to it.
Elseworlds. It's Elseworlds Mad Max. So this one has a Furiosa in it.
Well, if George Miller says though, if he says that it's not, then why would you argue that it is?
because Matt
Because
knows
he crapped all
better
over
than George
his
Miller.
original creations, just like
What?
James Cameron with Terminator,
What?
crapped all over Terminator.
I hate Cameron anyway.
Yeah, because he crapped all over his legacy.
Well, T2 was kind of crap, anyways.
Speaking of crap, I got to go back. No, I'm just kidding.
Again?
I just thought I'd add that for flavor. That's disgusting. How would you say that?
That's not the flavor we're looking for.
So the Mad
flavor. See, I'm drawing Anya Taylor-Joy's giant eyeballs.
Awesome.
That looks like
Eyeballs.
that looks like
Eyeballs.
the 90-pound supermodel who is fighting pumped up Chris Hemsworth,
good for her.
kicking his butt.
Kicking his butt.
Yeah, but he's not eating
You didn't see the
protein and
movie.
stuff. He doesn't take vitamins, so he's probably just like fake. He's probably on steroids or something.
She doesn't.
That's all.
She doesn't physically kick Hemsworth's butt.
Well, she used a rifle butt, I guess, to knock him out.
Yeah, if I hit you with a
God,
rifle butt, you fall
dude.
too.
Did you watch the movie, Matt?
He didn't. He did
When
not.
he tried to go for her knife in the boot,
Yeah, that was funny.
and she just knocks him out like,
So how did you watch the movie then, Matt?
oh, it's online.
Uh,
It's the clips. They show clips trying to.
that
push it.
wasn't my point. My point is, if you hated why did you watch the movie?
Yeah, why are you watching all these clips of something you hate?
I think because I comment on so many pages with that all my feed is nothing but Furiosa now.
Well, in fairness, my personal philosophy is, if you could stomach it, if there's something you don't like, it's better that you see it and know what you're talking about. So
I
Fair
don't agree
enough,
with that
fair enough.
philosophy though, because it's like
I'm
I
sure you
wanna-
don't, but you did. You
Ah.
watched the movie though.
Well, I didn't watch the movie. I just watched that clip.
Oh,
Well, because if you're
It was
scrolling through the
funny.
feed, it pops up. It's not like I look for
That
it. It
clip
just
was funny, dude.
it went through my feed when I was scrolling down. It's already playing. And
For
I'm
those who
like,
don't know, she's got a freaking knife in her boot, and he's been incapacitated, and like he goes for the knife and he pulls it out of the boot and it doesn't have a knife in it, it's just the handle.
Oh no!
It was so funny.
And then she manhandles him into unconsciousness.
Well, it's
I'm
Chris
pretty sure
Hemsworth.
if
Maybe she goes
hit
for
you
it.
with the rifle butt, Matt, you'd go in unconscious too, right?
Not if the 80-pound girl hit me with it.
If she's swinging a 15-pound rifle butt at your head, she would.
I don't think she'd be able to swing a 15-pound.
Gosh.
15 pounds. Do you see her, man? Jesus, skinny's a rail.
So what's
Ruby
Hemsworth
Drive.
supposed to be?
What's what?
What's Hemsworth's story in this thing?
Oh, that's the freaking cool part. It's like Hemsworth is like the, you know how the in Fury Road you've got it's like the People Eater and the Bullet Farmer and the
I'm a
what's his
lit
face?
farmer.
Who's
I don't
the
remember it
main
very well.
dude? Immortan Joe,
Uh-huh.
right? And they're running their 3 little cities. One's, got the oil, one's got the food, one's got the bullets. So they have
Right.
their little trade. Well, Hemsworth's character is a leader of a pack of motorcycle nomads, and they're the ones that are trying to find where Furiosa came from, because in the beginning of the film, Furiosa's in the green place while it's still green, and then she gets kidnapped from there by a pack of his Dementors, and so they're riding back, and so they get chased, and they're like, make sure none of them make it, find out where this place is, no matter the cost. And so they're chasing after them and sniping them and picking them off as they're getting there. But Furiosa ultimately gets brought inside there, and then I don't want to talk about the whole thing, but because one of the people says what the place is, then they're like, they want to start looking for this place, but Furiosa won't give up the location, and then they find out they find a guy from the Citadel who's like out there, like, trying to die, and he's like, is this Valhalla? And they're like, so they, he leads them back to the Citadel, and then they're like, they think they're the big muckety mucks because there's like hundreds of them, and so they're like challenging the Citadel, but then they like start throwing down all the freaking grenades and stuff and just start attacking them, and then ultimately he goes in, and Chris Hemsworth instead takes, what is the other place, not the Bullet Farm, the one with the oil. He takes over the place with the oil. He like breaks in there, they and then he becomes the leader of that area, and then has to, like, Immortan Joe has to negotiate with him in order to maintain essentially life for these 3 cities. And in part of their negotiations, he takes Furiosa from Chris Hemsworth's character, and so that's how Furiosa ends up there. But then Rigdis, remember the big brother with the rips the engine out, Rigdis?
Sure.
He like is going to he's trying to get his hands on Furiosa, because Immortan Joe wanted her to be one of his wives because she's perfect, and she grew up obviously without like disease and all that stuff. She's a full life, as they say in the movie. But then she escapes and then like hides amongst the rabble. She like dirties herself up, puts herself in rags and dresses like a boy, and starts helping out with the mechanics and stuff. And so that's how she learns all the mechanic stuff. And then ultimately, like, she's been planning to like escape this whole time, and then you meet this other character. Now, the one thing I didn't really care for was the other Praetorian. Like, how she's a Praetorian? Well, the Praetorian before her was this dude, and he was wearing a motorcycle cop's jacket, like, from Mad Max.
Like Max, yeah.
But they built this relationship, and it was a great, that part of it was great, the relationship and like how she finally had somebody she could trust and all that stuff. But he was just a super stiff actor. So I was like, that's the one, like, out of everybody in the whole movie, I think he was like the weak point, the weak link. But I don't get into it, but that's who. And then ultimately Chris Hemsworth character, while he's a great, chopperhead and desert dwelling nomadic leader, terrible at city management. So
Oh dear.
like he like his city starts like completely falling apart, and then like he wants to get back to the Citadel, so he goes, and then there's a bunch of other stuff happening at the Bullet Farm, and then back at the Citadel and all that stuff. So it's really good. Fun stuff. Chris Hemsworth, and the battle between the big baddies is really where most of the plot is. It's not Furiosa's there just kind of trying to survive and get home.
Right. Sometimes a really big, like, political story can add a lot of interest and excitement to something, and I think it makes the kind of smaller personal story of the lead character seem a little more dire, or maybe give a nice rest to kind of the overarching plot.
Yeah,
So
you're trying to get out of this whole situation.
right.
Like it's like what was it, 1917? Is that the one where he's trying to get across the World War II World War I landscape? It's a movie about him, but really it's a movie about
Everything that's going on. Yeah.
traveling through that world.
Yep. I don't know if you ever saw Howl's Moving Castle. That
yeah.
was.
Oh yeah. I just watched that.
Oh really? Oh nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you hate it too?
So
I'm just
dumb that a
kidding.
girl was the lead character.
She wasn't the lead.
Yes, she was.
I'm just playing with you.
Howell was not the lead character in Howl's Moving Castle.
He's
Yes, he
joshing,
was.
No,
wasn't
he
it-
wasn't.
Actually, it was the world of Howl that was the star.
It was the girl. What's her name?
It's like
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke is so lame. Oh, my bad.
Oh man, all these freaking chick movies.
It works for Miyazaki. I don't know why.
I worked for Ghostbusters.
These movies are good.
I like
So
the
dumb that they
Ghostbusters
called
movie.
it Howl's Moving Castle when it was
You
about
liked
this
the
chick.
Ghostbusters with the all-female cast?
Because it was
I
just.
think it wasn't the worst movie I ever saw. I thought Hemsworth was funny in it.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
he's
no,
kind
the
of
other
good
one
in
with
everything,
Hemsworth in
isn't
it.
he?
Oh,
Huh?
that's
Yes, Alan.
he's going on my list now.
Who's that?
There's Chris Hemsworth. You just reminded me he was on that Ghostbusters.
Oh, so you hate him now?
Henry
Sorry.
says, "Can we all
Yeah.
agree that The Acolyte is terrible?" I can't because I haven't seen it. I'm not going
Oh
to.
man, dude, Mike, when you find out what they did, you're gonna be like, you're gonna sound like me.
I don't
Oh,
even
man.
want to know.
Even the people defending it were like, okay, this is dumb.
Oh, really?
It's really bad. Yeah, it's like you didn't think it would go this bad. You think it's bad enough, and you're like, okay, they wanted to try to prove. Yeah, it's crazy.
How bad can we go?
Someone in the chat might tell you.
Yeah, how's everybody doing?
You guys know how actors sometimes keep their props with them? Do
Oh,
you think
yeah.
that the guy from from Road Warrior kept the buttless chaps? I'm just curious.
Buttless chaps. Oh, you mean I talked with him. He did keep
Yeah,
them.
because he wore them in Weird Science, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, they
that's
had
right.
yeah, they had him dressed like that on purpose. Yeah, but it's
Apparently
funny.
he liked it. He kept it.
His name's something Wells. No, not Orson Welles. But he's really good though. I met him in person. He's really cool, really nice.
And
He's
in
a commando.
Commando, yeah. He was he was poorly cast in Commando. He looked like
Oops.
Well, compared to Arnold, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's why you can't have a bad.
Yeah, he's kind
guy
of flabby.
that doesn't
Yeah,
look
He's
like
a
that's
little-
what was great about that movie, though. It's like it's just like nut job, like guy who's like not in shape. He's not even wearing the best outfit, and he's like he's the main villain. I thought it was just hilarious.
Yeah, he's dressed like the lead singer of Queen. He's like,
He looked like Freddie Mercury. The way
Yeah,
he's
he did
dressed.
look like Freddie Mercury. That's true.
It's pretty cool.
It's
What is
classic.
Immortan Joe wearing?
Immortan Joe.
He's
What do you mean what's he
wearing,
wearing? He's wearing an
What's it?
acrylic
chest plate
breastplate.
that he had
But what-
made at the local factory.
Where did that come
I guess
from? though?
there was some kind of scene where I guess it's
Oh,
not inappropriate, but it's something I guess you wouldn't talk about it too much on the stream. But there's a big guy after Furiosa, right, Mike? There was a big guy in the movie.
In this movie?
Yeah. Wasn't there like a big
You mean
dude?
Rictus?
I'm not sure, but apparently he had some kind of. I'm trying to figure out how to wasn't what it. Anyway,
Spit it
You
out, boy.
wanted to molest her?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was Rictus.
Yeah, okay. That dude is he used to be a wrestler. The dude's huge, man. He's like 6'8" or 9 or something like that, maybe. And he's like a bodybuilder. His name is Nathan Jones, and he's getting hate mail like he really did rape her or something.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, like people have lost their minds over his character. Like they're actually threatening him.
which
Like,
movie is that?
What movie are we talking about?
Yeah.
Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Oh, just a big pumped up dude.
Yeah.
I wrote comments on his page too.
Did you write hate mail?
Yeah, I told him he doesn't know what he's talking about,
Oh my god.
and I blocked him.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
Guy's an idiot.
What is wrong with you, Matt?
He was like, he's on the page going, Mad Max isn't, even though Mel Gibson was good, he's not really important to the movie, the franchise. I'm like, dude, who's this guy? It's like nobody. He was like in one movie for like 5 minutes. You know, saying that Mel
That's
Gibson
not
didn't
even
matter.
the purpose of what I was talking about.
Well, I'm just talking about the guy. I don't like him.
Non sequitur.
He deserves a hate mail, Kevin. He deserves it.
Are you eating cereal?
Oh,
That's-
sorry.
Like we're talking about.
I really gave him what for. Nom,
Nom 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 nom.
nom.
We don't need another hero. Okay, what's everybody's
Actually-
opinion on Thunderdome?
Actually, I made apple crisp.
Ooh,
I was never
you
a
made
big
apple crisp?
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
That's
I like
awesome.
Thunderdome, but I didn't like it at the same time.
No, I love Thunderdome.
Of course you did.
Of course you do.
It's probably one of the most
Probably
I
your
laughed
favorite.
because I knew that was coming. I knew you.
Probably one of the
somebody was
best,
gonna say
the
that.
most quotable of all three films.
He didn't say anything.
No, the lines in the movie are quotable. 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
He never says anything.
No, I'm saying in the movie, there's more quotable lines in that movie.
Only
than the other
Cossin can
movies.
find quotes from Mad Max.
Tina Turner.
Oh crap! Dang it.
We don't need another
2 men enter,
Hero.
1 man leave.
hero.
Bust the deal and face the wheel.
What?
Yeah, so many good lines in the soundtrack, the cinematography, the set design, the characters.
Can you make a single serve apple crisp? Like, if you just want a little, can you just get like 1 apple and make it, or do you have to make a big pan?
Well, it's only an 8x8 pan.
Okay.
I don't think it would be 1 apple because you'd have to like maybe 2.
Maybe 2. Okay.
But I mean, you'd have to get like a tiny little bread tin thing, and it would probably make 2 servings.
All right.
What the hell?
You're really hungry, or you can invite a friend over.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Or you have one night, and then you have the rest of it the other night.
Oh, so it reheats decently.
Yeah, I put it in the
Why
microwave
are we
for 30
talking
seconds.
about apple crisp?
I'm hungry, and it sounds good.
And it's something other than Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Well, we are drawing Furiosa.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's,
I mean, come on.
It
now.
is.
I mean,
the subject.
you're trying to change the subject, but that's what we're drawing.
Come on now.
I'll give her an
man.
apple. She can hold an apple. Then that'll be part of the picture.
Yeah. See, the original script had Furiosa eating apple crisp at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She has to get back home so she can have apple crisp.
Right from the container.
It's just a spoon and just nom nom nom.
Oh,
Who's
so
everybody's
spoilers.
favorite?
The reason she's like freaking mad at Chris Hemsworth, he's the one that killed her mom.
Who is?
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
Oh,
Spoilers.
okay. Which is your favorite Mad Max? Short hair from Mad Max or Beyond Thunderdome mullet?
did he have a mullet? Because the reference I have is like long hair, just straight out all the way around.
No, he had short on the top. It was business in the front.
Yeah, he's short in the front. Yeah, it's because he used a knife to cut his hair. That's what I liked about the Road Warrior.
Fury Road. That's what you like about Fury Road when they use a knife and they cut all his hair off.
No, it looked like he went to a barber.
No,
it was so perfectly cut. Like
What?
Mel Gibson actually cut his own hair for that Road Warrior.
You clearly did not watch Fury Road.
He's got the Bo Rick haircut, man.
Dude, his hair's a freaking hot mess in Fury Road. That's great.
No,
Like
he tried to look all cool.
Chopped up like somebody used a rusty knife to freaking cut it off.
Mad Max was all dodgy.
That would have to be kind of interesting as a stylist or makeup artist when your job is to make something. It's got to be good for the screen, but it has to look like you're not really trying. Like it has to look disheveled, but perfect. Kind of like,
So what you're saying is, I don't know.
I'm lost.
Oh, I tried to watch Blue Beetle too.
How'd that work?
Oh,
I just said you tried.
I
Tried.
couldn't, dude. I got 20 minutes into that. I'm like, no, stop. Make it stop.
Was it
I
George
wanted to
Lopez?
see it.
I mean, I heard it was decent, so that's why I'm like, oh, okay, let's give it a shot. I got HBO, so or I got Max, whatever you call it.
Let's get that kid from Cobra Kai. There we go.
Oh gosh darn, I'm still behind on Cobra Kai.
Yeah. The kid playing Blue Beetle is in Cobra Kai, and he's really good in Cobra Kai. I mean, he's a very likable character on screen, I guess.
It's just a really bad script, dude.
Oh.
Oh, it's hard to do much with
And
that.
George Lopez is freaking annoying.
Oh.
In it.
Yeah, when I heard he was in it, I was like, my excitement level went down just a little bit.
He looks really unhealthy.
And he's really obnoxious and just freaking annoying.
Like I've seen him, and I actually felt bad when I saw him. I was like, whoa, he looks bad. I thought he had some type of illness because he looks like unrecognizable. I'm like, gee.
Mel Gibson?
No.
George Lopez.
George
I think Mel
Lopez.
Gibson looks amazing these days. Mel
Yep.
he's my hero, man.
A lot of character to that man's face.
Man, I want to be gray and bearded just like that when I'm his age. Well,
And
I
wealthier
won't
than
make it.
not.
Yeah, you know, what'd be rad is Old Man Mad Max.
I know that would be cool.
It would have been.
Well, the guy that created him decided not to make that movie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Aren't you the one that always argues for George Lucas because he's like the guy who does everything perfect?
Yeah.
So
No.
George Miller made his perfect version, and guess what? It wasn't Mad Max. Bam.
No, I don't argue that he makes perfect. I just said I like what he did, but I don't like what George Miller did.
Exactly. But you got to be a purist, though. Only what he says. Only ever. If
Yeah,
not,
George Miller's
he's
a
trash.
way better freaking creator and film
Yeah, he is.
director and writer than George Lucas is.
I used to think
That really,
maybe he was.
if he had done a Star Wars movie, that would have been like the best Star Wars.
I still want to know what his JLA would have been like.
I know, right?
It would have been odd. I want to see what kind of. It just in my brain, it's very odd but at the same time, it's like I'm very curious about what his take would be.
You would not like
We
it.
don't need enough. Sorry, keep saying it.
You like that song, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying. Iconic.
What are you saying?
Iconic.
I hate that song actually.
I
I do. All that stuff Tina Turner. Only thing I liked that she sang was "I'm your private dancer." That's the only thing I liked about her.
Oh, I hated that.
See,
Yeah.
it's like hit or miss, man. You can't find anyone who's like, "Oh, I love everything she did."
My mom did, but not me.
My mom did, and I did too.
Not
It's
me.
terrible. It's all garbage.
Now, I like the.
I think if she did Private Dancer when she wasn't like 80 years old, it would be,
Well, for a while there,
Private Dancer, wheelchairs for money.
You know what?
Pretty funny though.
We just
Starting to make sense
talked
why you
about
have
how
bad
awesome this guy is, and at his age, but a woman can't be older at all. She's just you're a grandma. What's wrong
No.
with you, Tina
You can
Turner?
be a grandma. Just don't be a grandma and start singing to me about being a private dancer.
well, there's a little bit of revisionist history here
You want to be
going
like
on.
a private
Maybe
dancer
she's a
and
really,
be talking
really
about,
good
you know,
dancer.
serving food up at the Golden Corral. That's one thing. But
Because at the time she was applauded very much so for not really aging and having a decent body for her age. And
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike.
yeah, but I was a kid at the time, and I was looking at that and being like, yeah,
oh, I agree, but I'm just saying that at the time
that
the
chick had
attitudes
old.
were different. Yeah.
I don't
Well, as a
know.
kid, you think a 25-year-old is old. Hey, look at that old fogey. He's
I
like,
know
"I'm
when I was a kid,
25."
I thought Mel Gibson was old enough to be a veteran cop.
And you were right. And you were right.
No, we did.
What happened, Mike?
Full circle. Good job,
What
Michael. That was good.
happened?
Yay! Bring it all back.
Like how I did that?
Yeah, it was good.
Jump back. Kiss
Made
myself.
sense then. Something happened.
Are you still hungry?
No, like you.
I mean, this is my poor size because you got poor sizes.
I don't know. Does
Want me-
Does Miss Turner write her own music? Like, is that just a song she wanted to make and then she decided to perform it, or does she
Who?
sing? Tina
Tina Turner?
Turner. I think you
Tina
said.
Turner.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. A lot of times they get around, they have people write stuff for them. And it's like, oh, here's a
Yeah.
pop song, you know, that, especially in the 80s.
I think the message of that song was a little funky though. It wasn't like a positive thing. It was like it was a tragic song, I believe.
Mm.
More tragic because an 80-year-old woman was singing it.
Oh, for crying out loud, Michael.
She wasn't 80. She was like 40.
Looked 80 to me.
She looked better than Charlize Theron did in Fury Road.
Oh, man. That's
I knew
elite.
you'd like that one. I knew you'd like that
That's elite, dude.
one. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
I'm joking, but I'm
That's
not.
gonna kill me.
I love Charlize Theron.
Mm.
I
Mhm.
did
find that
until I
movie.
saw.
Oh, she's
I saw how
crazy.
she was.
She's that. Oh,
Yeah,
the
She looked
crazy,
great
but
in Monster. Once I've seen her in Monster, I'm like, you can't unsee that.
she's transing her kids, her African kids or whatever.
Yeah, she drives
Yeah.
a little boy as a girl.
Yeah, she's full in on all that stuff, man.
Her
That's why I
adopted
keep calling
son.
her crazy.
Oh.
What happened now?
Charlize is
She's part
got
of
the
Hollywood
trans
cult.
kid. Yeah.
She's trans?
She's sacrificing her children to the Hollywood cult.
Yeah, she's transing her kids. She's not trans, but she's transing her
She
kids.
dresses her little boy, or adopted black kid, as a little girl.
Oh
Yeah.
well. She was also in Aliens stories too. So whatever. It's all the same difference.
She's also on Fury Road.
I'm so
She's
glad.
also in Hollywood with all the places you want to go, Matt. With your creep bros over there. You want to be hanging out with those
I've
creep
been to
bros?
Hollywood, man. I was embarrassed going
You want
there.
to be down with those kinds of people there, Matthew?
No, I was embarrassed by when I went to Hollywood. I felt like visitors from other countries were coming into my house when I didn't clean up. It was so trash. I was like, man, aren't people in LA embarrassed? It's just like people from other countries are coming here to see it, and it looks just they look horrible. Look at the dirty bathroom. Like it was like this is the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It was like trash.
Matt, why don't you do a if you're a fan and stuff, why don't you do either write a script for Old Man Max, or either do a few comic pages of Old Man Max, right? Show him how to do it. How to do it right.
Show him it's done.
I would like to.
Yeah, Max.
You say that, and then you don't.
Yeah.
I hardly have time to draw all my stuff I'm working on.
Yeah,
I'm not fast like
exactly.
Mike. I'm not like fast like Mike. I can't crank it out.
Jeff Potts, tell him.
Oh, now you're saying I crank out my work?
Yeah.
I want to crank out work, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What he said. Yeah.
What were we talking about again?
Apple crisp.
Whatever it is, I agree with it.
You agree with me,
You're
Jeff?
so right.
You
Yes.
agree with me?
Yes. What am I
Hey,
agreeing
that's
to?
not Furiosa.
What?
It's trans Furiosa. What?
That's what I should do. I should
Just
do.
make her forehead bigger. Just make his forehead bigger. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. More forehead. Make it a 12 head.
That's
Well,
3 times
how
the
about-
head.
I have a fever,
I got
and
it.
the only
Oh.
and the only cure is cowbell.
Oh, what are you
Oh,
saying over there? It's crazy. Over here.
Hey, do you think Frank Miller's early work is good?
You mean like Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil, Sin
Yeah,
City.
Heck yeah.
Because I heard people saying that it's overrated, and I'm like, what?
No way.
I think it's weird. It's like there's a new thing where people are trying to downgrade people's past people's work who are like do great work, and I'm like, what's going on? Today's like, they're not really that great. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man?
I actually feel that way about Frank Miller though. I think he was trying to draw like somebody else. I don't think
That's
he
like
really
every
becomes
artist, though.
You mean on Daredevil?
Yeah, even there, he was still affected by
Dude,
whoever he was
when-
trying to.
When he did
trying to-
Ronin, he even said he was influenced by Mobius and the guy from Old Cub.
Well, yeah, he was still. I mean, he was young. He was
Yeah.
still finding his way.
He said that made
Art
me want
Adams
to
from
do
1983
Ronin.
is not Art Adams from 2022.
Oh, speaking of Art Adams, guess what? Somebody gave me as a gift.
An
Huh?
Art Adams thing.
Yeah,
Wow, I
Nice.
nailed it.
What kind of thing? Art Adams
it's,
thing.
well, you guys can't see it, it's so small, but it's the Rhino by Art
Is
Adams.
that a hint? Is that a hint?
No. I just wanted to, so you guys can see it. Oh, there you go.
Oh wow,
Isn't
it's
that
narwhal.
cool?
Is Narva?
Is that a
It's
narwhal?
the Rhino. It's the Rhino.
Oh, it's Rhino. That looks cool.
It's the Rhino.
Whoa.
Is that a drawing or
This
print?
fucking narwhal ate a dude in the dude's mouth. He's in the dude's mouth.
Man, that was nice. Did you get
It's a
that?
drawing.
Man, that had to be a pretty penny from Art Adams, man.
It was, and the guy that gave it to me, he got it, and he didn't. He was disappointed in it. I was like, what? Yeah, because
he was disappointed in it because it looked like a narwhal.
oh,
It's a unicorn.
It looks cool.
now I gotta throw it away.
He's gonna tear it up.
Art Adams. It's an Art Adams. That's all you have to say.
Yep, Unicorn Man.
No, dude, it's a really good narwhal though.
Shut your mouth, boy.
That looks great, Kevin.
It's an original Art Adams. Art Adams had a narwhal.
Damn it!
I gotta.
I'm
I
gonna.
think Kevin's talking with his mute on.
Yeah, I am muted. Look, I said I did it for Cossin. I'm replacing Furiosa with Mad Max.
Thanks. Kevin.
Ta-da!
Oh,
Ta-da!
why?
Thanks, Kevin.
I'm just being silly. That's why.
Hmm.
He realized it's a better sell.
How much time we have left? Should I even start inking?
An hour.
No,
So
I like
what-
Mel Gibson. I just wanted to draw Mel Gibson. I'm calling Audible. Like, what's that guy's name? Oh yeah, Aaron. So there we go. I'm calling an Audible.
Who's Aaron?
Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Who
The
that
guy,
is?
The guy that comes on here periodically and draws the thing.
Oh
Then he has
yeah,
to go
yeah.
through the garbage.
Nobody
Wonder if
like
you can-
that has been around for a long time.
I wonder if you can draw the narwhal.
What the hell is wrong with him?
I bet you draw really good narwhal.
I bet you could.
I bet
He
you
was
his
drawing-
wall would look like the Thing, though.
He would. Yeah, exactly.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
His narwhal
I
would
can't even think
accidentally
now.
look like the rhino.
I can't even think now. No, but it's like the older artists would draw him kind of doughy and with soft features on the mask like that. So it's not without its precedent. Yeah, the rhino. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Originally they didn't draw him very well. It was just kind of this doughy, nebulous thing with horns.
You're not making Elliot feel any better.
No. I'm trying to say that it's got legitimacy. Why Arthur might have drawn him that way.
Your legitimizing was saying that they didn't draw it very well.
I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's paying homage to the old style, the old ways.
When they didn't draw it very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you talking about? Wait, are you talking about Steve Ditko? That's crazy.
No, not Ditko. But there's other artists around the time. Just look up some old classic shots of the rhino, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll go, oh yeah, that's what kids talk about.
I'm dying.
Okay, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say what Matt would say? I'm just kidding.
I actually like the rhino. I think he's cool.
I like him too.
Yeah.
He's a unicorn. What's not to like?
I know Giamatti played him so well.
For crying out loud.
Oh yeah. Well, that was just bad. Everything, So, like, if he had walked around in the actual rhino suit as opposed to a mech thing or whatever, then I would have been fine with him acting that way. But
He walks around in a Mitt Romney suit.
Oh no.
a mech
That's
suit.
funny. May as well be. He's a
Matt.
kind of a robot.
Well, you mentioned rhino. And Mech sounds
Yeah.
like a bitch.
Oh yeah. That's true. No, it wasn't. They didn't go. Thankfully, they didn't go that route. If they did, I would have walked out. Well, actually, I didn't even see it. I would have left my living room.
I mean, it was like the last 30 seconds of the movie.
Yeah, but I still would have left my living room.
You wouldn't have had time to turn off the TV.
You'd still be looking for the remote.
You know what? Those movies, I still to this day don't care for those amazing Spider-Man movies that much. But
yeah,
after No Way Home, I kind of register it as what they presented it as. Like it's an alt history. What do you call it? Like a what if, an alternate universe. I was like, wow, after I watched it again recently, I was like, huh, I'm ready to accept that some of this stuff now is like, it's all right.
It can stand on its own, right?
I thought the first one was pretty good.
The only problem with the first one, it was, in my opinion, I didn't like the second one that much. The first one though had
the second one.
I liked it. I liked the lizard a lot. I thought he was really cool. But I felt like it was the same story as the Green Goblin in the Sam Raimi movie.
Except it was Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, it was almost the exact same story.
The Gwen Stacy story.
But we did. We already got that. We got it with Mary Jane. That's the problem.
But that's not the Gwen Stacy story.
All right, like I said, man, I just work here, right? But Paul Giamatti as Rhino, I thought was odd. But if you look at it like kind of how they came up with what's his name, the Black Spider-Man kid, what's his name, Miles.
Yeah, Miles. Yeah,
I didn't care for that world as much either. Although I was into Ultimate Spider-Man when it came out, when it first came out. I thought it was pretty cool, but then I realized, oh, it's another universe. Oh, I don't think I like it as much anymore.
Well, they started getting pretty risque with the X-Men stuff, so.
Yeah.
And the Ultimates is weird too with that.
Yeah.
Is that a claw in your pocket? Or are you just glad to see me?
That's so cute, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yeah, that writer finally just dispelled all the pretense of he's not going to throw in any woke stuff. That was a bummer.
And that was like 2000, 99, 2000, something like that.
That was
What's that?
pre-woke.
Right?
Oh, we're talking about something different then, I guess.
I was talking about the Ultimate Spider-Man comics early on.
Yeah, didn't that come out around the turn of the century?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, like the Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Avengers was weird when this dude was making out with his sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Quicksilver.
What in the world? What in the wide world of sports going on here? Oh, Mike, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hold on. I'm not just hanging out here waiting for things.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
You found it.
That was beautiful. Thank you. All right, if you guys like Mad Max, there's a comic I want to recommend to you guys. It's called Kali or Kali. It is awesome. You guys should read it. Kali.
Kelly,
Kali.
like the goddess of death.
Yeah. Kali. Kalima. Anyway. Check it out. It's good stuff.
Aaron.
Stupid! Yes!
What?
Wow.
So good, dude. Makes
Every
me
time
want
I
to
see
watch
it,
it all over again.
Oh, it makes me hate it even more every time I do that. Gosh, it's so bad.
What do you mean that's bad? It's freaking awesome.
Oh my gosh, it's cringe, as the kids
Well,
say.
yeah. But isn't that what makes it fun?
Matt, can I ask you something? How old are you, bud?
He doesn't reveal his age.
Oh,
I'll reveal that at the same time when I reveal my weight.
oh, I know you're probably in great shape, so I ain't even worried about that. But I'm saying, dude, for somebody that wasn't born in the '80s, you just are obsessed with the '80s. Whew. We grew up in there, and it's not even that good to us.
One of the best eras in entertainment. That's why.
It was so bad.
It's one of the most iconic.
I bet you're a big fan of Jim Cotta. Of course. See, he's laughing because he doesn't want to admit it.
No, you're the one that loves it, right?
I hate that movie.
I thought you said you loved Jim Cotta.
No, of course not.
It's a bad movie.
It's one of the worst things.
It's one of
Bad
those
and you
movies.
love it. Say
It's
it.
one of those movies
Bad
that
and you love it.
they'll never make that any movie like that ever. And any time in history from now on, they'll never make anything like that. And you could thank the '80s for that.
Yeah. You can also thank for that freaking trash fire Remo Williams.
Oh, I mean, that classic.
Oh, God.
It's a freaking classic, man.
You know what's bad about the 80s? The 80s, like freaking
Nothing?
all those movies that were targeted at teenagers were like all trying to convince everyone that all teenagers were out there having sex.
Yeah.
It wasn't true, but it's like it made you feel like if you weren't, you were like freaking missing out or something.
And now they're trying to tell them what sex they are.
Well, in Weird Science, they weren't really. You know, they were.
But they
kind of
weren't
losers.
what?
In Weird Science, they weren't. They were losers. So yeah, sometimes they had the losers. And
Are you saying
Or the Goonies.
The movie
weren't?
Weird Science. They weren't having sex in Weird Science.
they weren't? The kids were losers.
I'm fairly certain by the end of the movie.
They did, yeah, but they weren't like, you know, making it like bunnies every other scene and stuff like that. There's lots of movies that were like that, though.
Oh yeah, I mean it was all targeted at kids too. All the John Hughes movies, even though it's like, oh, look at this wonderful family film. It's like, bro,
It's funny you say that because I just watched Pretty in Pink.
Banging.
I just watched Pretty in Pink the other day, and I was like, golly, this is really heavy on that stuff.
Ferris Bueller wasn't.
Right?
Huh?
Ferris Bueller wasn't.
Was that a John Hughes movie?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know Ferris and what's her face were doing it.
No.
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 No. You do not know that.
There's not even an
I'm pretty sure I know
implication. There was not even an implication of that. Any movie aficionado would tell you such.
It was a John Hughes film, so you can guarantee they were.
No.
It's like in Uncle Buck when Bug was trying to get it on with what's her face.
Man, that's because that stuff was going on.
No, it wasn't.
It
I
really
mean,
wasn't.
not like nobody was doing that, but it's like it was like you'd think everybody was because everybody was pretending like they were, but
Exactly.
Well,
they
I remember in junior high, man, there was some stuff going on that I was like
there
shocked
was
about.
some stuff. There were some, but it's like they act like everybody was doing it except the nerds.
What's funny is now the kids are more highly sexualized than back then.
Except for kids are waiting. There's more kids that are virginal today, but I think it's more to do with everyone's sitting in front of their computers rather than going out every weekend and getting drunk.
Well,
They're watching YouTube. Wait a second.
There's a porn.
actually, it's also because of the my son is it's that age, he's in college, and he's just like, there's no one to date. You know, they're all talking about their body counts.
Yeah.
It's bad. Some of the stuff he tells me, I'm just like, you're making this up. No. So
Yeah, but they could be making up though. That's the thing, man.
probably.
Yeah, but they are.
Everybody does these things for YouTube and stuff and for TikTok, and I don't think kids. Well, I'm not saying it can't be, but I don't think that kids have changed and that their kids lie about a lot of things to look good. So or that they think they look good because of it, and
I hope.
Well, the statistics are interesting, though. They're saying a lot of young men are having a hard time because a lot of young women are going for older men that have more money.
Yeah.
So there's fewer of them, but there's more women than there are men that they call high value. Meanwhile, all the young guys I'm Peter Parker working at the pizza shop. Yeah, you're a loser. Oh.
Sure, little guy.
I'd be totally messed up if I was that age now.
Yeah, it's got to be harder. I definitely agree with that, man. It's got to be.
I don't know. My two oldest are married and engaged.
Yeah, but they go to church.
I know. Right? It's like the big.
That helps.
Consequently, my one son is in a church group.
See?
That's nice.
So he can find someone to date that doesn't have a.
Yeah, and
he's body count?
apparently there's a couple of possibilities.
Oh.
I said
So it's
worst comes to worst, you could always, mail her to bride.
That's true. You got
So it's like coming to America.
It's like in the Philippines.
I was only half kidding.
$600, dude. The Philippines.
Really?
That's
Oh,
man.
good Lord.
Dang.
I watched the video. It had to be true.
Oh yeah,
Those don't
Yeah.
work out.
the internet would never lie to me.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I don't have to date. I mean, I was never a guy who dated anyway. I didn't like that garbage. So I
Oh,
never
you did all right.
Yeah, I never dated, and I was even like, God, if you got someone out there for me, you got to bring her to me because I ain't going out there looking for her. Because I'm not even going to try.
And then she gave you patience.
And then she better like 80s movies.
And then because what? She loves 80s movies. And I was like, it's funny. She knows some more about some of them than I do. I'm like, wow, what the heck? Even music, she knows
You guys
more
are
80s
perfect
music.
for each other.
I don't know. I was like, what? I'm so glad that
Did she know
likes
which
80s
one
movies.
was Millie and which one was Benelli?
I think that's 90s, isn't it? Milli Vanilli.
It was late '80s, early '90s. I'm pretty sure.
Millie was the talent of the pair. Wah, wah.
Which one's still alive?
I thought they were both gone, but
Are they both gone?
No,
I don't know.
one of them
Maybe
committed-
not.
I think one of them committed suicide or something.
Yeah, one of them did.
Suicide.
That's sad.
Oh,
you
we're gonna
know
get struck for that.
Cossin, how great Furiosa was?
Oh, it was really good.
Yeah, explain it to
That's right. Just
why it was good.
throw your daughter into the middle of a
Does she
firefight.
even watch the originals?
That was the original Road Warrior.
I've just seen Fury Road.
The originals weren't that good, Matt.
They were the pinnacle.
You gave them ears,
Of
but they do
cinema.
not hear.
They're a pinnacle of cinema.
That's why they failed at the box office.
That's why they're still iconic 40 years later. Unlike Furiosa.
Are they though? Are
Oh
they
yeah.
though?
Everyone's trying to mimic
For
them.
debates,
Years.
Matt hates that they exist. Fury Road.
Furiosa.
Oh.
Furiosa.
Jiminy Cricket says, "That's not Furiosa, Matt. Why do you hate strong woman?"
Yeah.
When?
And he
Why are you
says,
threatened by throwing?
"I came here to see Matt Cossin draw Furiosa and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum."
Is this? Oh, Furiosa.
Oh, son of a!
I'd like to point out that Jiminy Cricket was the
Would
illustrator.
have wanted to have done
Did my cover.
Furiosa.
Ooh.
Awesome!
You wanted-
Yay!
I left for like over half an hour.
Oh well. Sorry, I didn't tell you we were doing Furious.
I can draw her anytime.
That's true. You can. Okay.
So Eden's going to be on the poll.
No.
Why? Because she'll win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang it.
Are you drawing her as Anya Taylor-Joy?
I'm not going to give her a specific face.
Oh.
Or
It's going to leave out all the features like eyes and nose and.
I'm going to give her random female face.
Random.
I
Oh,
am
it's-
a woman.
That sounds problematic.
The one part that didn't feel completely fleshed out was like the
boyfriend / father figure. Well, they never really delineated what that relationship was. But so yeah. Agreed.
He was the
Also,
proxy Mad Max.
He was pretty
character.
flat. He was pretty flat character too. Flat actor.
I heard people say that was the favorite character in the movie.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but the people I was arguing with, they were like, he was kind of like a Mad Max figure where he made the film seem weighted or made it seem grounded. And I'm like, really?
Well, it was the one character that she trusted. It was like she spent her whole time just trying to survive and not trusting anybody with anything. And then, he's been helping her and promises to help her escape when the time is right. And then even tries to escape with her.
That's what you're trying to say.
Spoilers! He's not in Fury Road.
Oh, sorry. Was that all out?
I think what got me worked up about Furiosa more than Fury Road was just exactly what I thought would go down when the movie went down with people. They were like just trash, and they always feel like they have to trash the originals to make the new one seem
You
legit.
were forcing me to trash the originals.
No, I mean not just you. I mean everybody. Like all these Gen Zers are all like,
Yeah, that is a trend I've noticed a lot, and I get really annoyed by it.
Go ahead.
I thought Chris Hemsworth did a really good job. Like I didn't even realize it was him at first. Because
awesome.
I think I'm so used to seeing him doing like Marvel humor.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Marvel humor.
and he's really Australian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is.
So is that a real accent? He's like,
Yeah.
He also had a prosthetic nose and teeth and everything. They made him look kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cartoonish.
Yeah.
But it was funny because in the the preview stuff, when you hear him and he goes, "Lady and gentlemen," it's like it sounds like he's doing some weird thing. But then when you see the situation he's in, he's literally talking about one lady and a group of dudes.
So there's like nobody there. You have one person.
No. So it's a scene where they're it's kind of the Joker scene where he's like, "We're doing tryouts, right?" But he's like, he had just taken over this other biker gang or this other gang, and he's like, "Well, we've got a problem here. We've only got 5 bikes, but we've got 20 of you lot. So, we're holding tryouts, basically." Yeah. So it was a little fisticuffs fight to the death, and then one of the women, like, after she'd already gotten her head knocked in, then the other dude, like, quote unquote, won. She like got up and grabbed somebody else's gun that was like on the sidelines and shot the dude from her group so she could take over.
Chick with the messed up face.
Yeah. And then she was in the rest of the movie. You didn't name her or talk about her or anything, but she's like got this peculiar scar, and so it's like you notice her for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Did you guys see that commercial with him for that video game, Squad Busters or whatever? Chris Hemsworth in. It's hilarious, dude. That was a funny commercial, like Super Bowl kind of quality. It's Chris Hemsworth, Christina Ricci, Dr. Ken, Dolph Lundgren's in it in the long form version, and
don't you think it's sad though when you see that? Because you realize these actors are in a place where they can't make anything. There's no good movies, so they're just like being in commercials. And it's like, what the heck?
Dude, it was funny. I didn't think of the negative. I don't go in and go, oh, it's so sad they had to slum it out and there's nothing to them anymore. And stuff. I saw it and it was actually pretty funny.
That's how Matt thinks.
Yeah,
what was in that for?
It made me sad, man.
Matt, your code. If we were a GI Joe team, your code name would be Apocalypse.
It'd tell you the realist.
It made me sad because Dolph Lundgren was playing.
Matt's code name would be Debbie Downer.
The only thing that made me sad was that Dolph Lundgren and Chris Hemsworth are playing the same character in the commercial, and it's sad seeing Dolph Lundgren looking that frail compared to Chris Hemsworth. And Chris Hemsworth, huh? Yeah, he looks really like his age, and he's lost a lot of muscle mass.
He's about 70 years old.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
And I guarantee you, Chris Hemsworth ain't gonna look too great when he's 70.
Well, no, but hold on. See, you're kind of taking a little bit of offense or something that I said he's frail. I'm just saying that Chris Hemsworth also lost some muscle mass. He's not as big as he used to be. So
I'm sure
you have to work out all the time just to maintain that kind of muscle mass,
or hit the steroids.
That guy's on steroids during.
No, plus they use CG computer to make him look bigger in the movies. That when he played Thor, they use computer that enhances muscles.
Dude, that's steroid. That's all steroids.
It's computer.
What?
Yeah, that's what they did to.
Computer on steroids.
Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman.
Yeah, because she only weighs like 5 pounds. That makes sense.
But remember in the movie they gave her these giant guns?
Yeah, but that's not Chris Hemsworth though. Chris Hemsworth is on steroids.
No, he doesn't even have that much muscle. They made it bigger.
Not from the 80s.
Dude, you're crazy.
I've seen the effects. They showed the reel where they showed the scene where he was talking to Zeus, Russell Crowe. And he's big, but when they show him in the movie, he's a huge. But he wasn't that big in real life.
I don't know, man. All I know is that I don't care. Hey, you know what? I'm not even interested in drawing this anymore.
What?
I'm not.
Now I need to see what you're doing.
She's pretty.
Don't you fall for that.
Look, I put everybody in there.
Yeah.
I put the silver guys.
Mm-hmm.
I put your guy Hemsworth. I put Max. I put the guy with the other guy.
Wow, this is a cornucopia of Mad Max.
Yeah.
Furiosa right up front where she belongs.
Yeah, she's bad. She's a bad woman. She's a bad mamma jamma. But I'm done
She's
with
bad,
it.
that's for sure.
I
Why are
love
you
her.
done with it?
Because it's too much to draw, man. I'm tired.
Wow, bit off more than you could chew, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Where's Weldon? This is
I
annoying.
don't know. Where is he? You guys are hanging out, and all of a sudden, he doesn't want to
Yeah,
come
right.
around no more. I don't get around much anymore. I'm doing a movie poster here against what I'm doing. I tried inking it, but I wasn't happy about that. Yeah. I'm not sure about I like inking in this program much. I still prefer Procreate.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Procreate. Yeah.
This is a good program for
Whatever
drawing,
that
man.
program is, it's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna start inking and Procreate on the stream and just slap down some of those brushes that I got and fake everything.
Oh yeah, I need to get that brush.
What brush?
I'm not sure
Well,
I
they're
use
actually
it though.
there's a bunch of brushes in the. It's not just one brush. There's a bunch of them in that little pack.
Which one are you
Yeah, I'm
talking
just not 100% sure I'd use it.
I'll tell you after the stream, if that's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what's the point of me trying to be? Mike's just going to assert me anyway. Forget it.
So, other great Anya Taylor-Joy movies: The Witch, awesome.
Didn't see it.
He actually did other movies.
I love that movie.
New Mutants. And
That was actually a very good movie.
Which
It
one?
was The Witch. It was very creepy.
Yeah, Robert Eggers was his
Yeah.
name.
Did a
His,
fantastic job on that.
Do you see Eggers' Lighthouse with
No.
Pattinson and
Yeah.
Green Goblin? That was a great movie too.
There's a
But
couple.
no, The Witch was great. The Witch
Oh,
was
yeah.
really good. It's called a Puritan. What's it called? A Puritan fairy tale or something like that, or a Puritan nightmare or something like that.
Probably a Puritan nightmare.
Yeah, it was good. I don't think that Matt Cossin can handle it
I'm not into the witchcraft
because it's
movies.
actually good. You know,
I'm not into witchcraft movies. Unless they're burning witches.
it's not a
at the
witchcraft
stake.
movie. It's not a witchcraft movie. That's what you don't understand.
It's called The Witch.
It kind of is.
Not
It's about
really.
a
But
witch.
at the end, it is.
The end
Did
it
they-
is, but it's very much sort of a
Like a fairy tale.
a parable.
Did they burn her?
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Did they burn her?
If we tell you that, it will ruin the ending.
That would actually make it more watchable.
Well,
As long as they
then
didn't
Tell
take
you
her
how
out.
she dies will ruin the ending.
She's
how
the
can you
villain.
say it would be more watchable? That doesn't make any sense. You didn't even
Yeah,
see it at
'cause
the beginning. You didn't even see
I
the
wanna
trailer
see-
of it.
All I want to see is like a vampire movie. I want to see vampires getting staked. I don't want to see them like
Stake
have
Land.
relationship.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, forget it.
Go watch
Then
Stake
don't-
Land.
Don't see it then.
I'm not. I don't watch this kind of movie. I don't watch horror movies.
It's a remake of a good 80s movie.
I don't even watch horror movies from the 80s. I can't watch those things.
How can
All
you
those
not?
movies
That's
from the
like
80s
half
are
the
horror.
movies. Yeah.
All the movies
No.
from the 80s are horror.
No,
All the
I never
Steven
watched
Seagal
those
movies
ones.
are horror movies. He's scared the hell out of me. He looks like the devil half the time.
handsome devil. That's what you mean.
I've seen
You
him.
think you're above the law, but you're not above mine.
Oh, I just because we were talking about that last time, I actually watched some Seagal movies. And I was like, man, these are so good. The lines, the when he takes that what does he take, like this knife and sticks into the guy's chest, like, and he's like, now you're a good cop. And I was like, oh my gosh.
How did he gain hair? Like, he went from like not having, it was balding in Under Siege, and then now he has hair. It's weird, really weird.
Because he's gross.
A toupee.
Because he gave it to the beach.
It's called
'Cause he got
it's
hair.
called hair implants.
It's called
Oh, plugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
If you're
called
an actor, you
gross.
got to do that stuff, man.
You got to?
But he should have. He said it should have been staying in shape though.
See, this is the kind of stuff I stopped watching because it's evil.
Mhm.
What?
Huh? What?
Getting in shape? What are you talking about?
No.
Anything Matt Cossin likes.
We're not arguing that Seagal is in shape, are we? Because
Hey! Round is a shape.
not unless round's funny.
If he would still be, if he was in shape still, he would be taken more seriously.
That's funny because I never took him seriously.
Well, people did, but now because he's overweight, they're like, they don't take him seriously.
I commend him if he could con somebody into filming him sitting in a chair kicking somebody's butt. Hey, all
Jiminy,
more
do you
power
wanna
to
link?
him.
He is kind of a con man.
Jiminy can pop in here and give bad opinions too.
Who?
Oh
Jiminy.
no.
We don't need another hero.
Yes, leave those lines to Steven Seagal, man, in the delivery of those lines. I was like, no wonder it's so popular, man. It's like
popular.
You don't even see those type of movies anymore. They're all like
you're right. They're so
soy
unpopular.
latte, like limp-wristed, bird-chested movies out there now. People have become so emasculated, man, that fans don't even like masculinity. They're like,
did we lose Amy?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, if loving Seagal is wrong, I don't want to be right.
yeah, I gotta say, I do like Seagal, but my favorite is Van Damme. But out of the two, but I still like Seagal.
Ugh, gross.
Like those movies he did, the early 4 movies. Oh man, so good.
Gross. Actually, I think I said that wrong.
Just so manly, man.
Did you hear about? Did you hear that interview with, or hear about that interview with Van Damme? And he was talking about Seagal.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, I actually like Steven Seagal. He doesn't want to talk to me. I mean, he's not a good fighter, but I like him, but he doesn't want to talk to me." I was like, man, wow.
Yeah, they don't like each other at all. Well, think about it. They had that rivalry. But it's funny. Did you see Dana Carvey? Dana Carvey, where I guess Steven Seagal was on Saturday Night Live when it's back in the day, and they did that one Hans and Franz with him in the skit. Steven Seagal.
Yes, you tell this story every time we start talking about Steven Seagal.
Already said it. Oh, yeah. So good. Well, it bears repeating, but since people already heard it. No, it's okay. People are here. I don't want to repeat. Just go back to the last episode that was like a month ago.
It was probably the last episode we did.
Was it a month ago?
It was that one time when Steven Seagal was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, so good. And then Executive Decision.
Another Seagal movie.
Yeah, if they made him like they used to, but they don't have the guts to do that today.
With the slow motion shooting.
Yeah.
Everyone.
No, people are too sensitive. They're too fragile.
They are making them like they used to. They have fat guys in the Acolyte, just like Seagal was.
He wasn't fat. He was skinny as a rail.
Seagal was chubby.
Don't you remember those Hard Mark for Death?
No,
Hard to Kill,
I don't. Actually, I try to forget those as often as I can. Whenever they go into, whenever I speak to you, it creeps into my mind, and I have to like purge.
You need to get an injection of testosterone and watch those again.
I OD on ibuprofen. It hurt my liver just to.
You gotta watch them. It's a prerequisite.
Just to get that out of my mind.
I'm gonna have my kids watch them.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Son, you're 5 years old now. You're old enough to know.
You're old enough to watch a 60-year-old Steven Seagal sleep with an 18-year-old Asian girl.
Yikes!
Which movie is that?
In every film.
That's not every film.
Mike, I like what's going on there, man.
You like it?
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like that generic Anglo-Saxon female lady.
My
that
generic FURIOSA.
I am not going to finish this in time for the show.
That's
Believe in yourself, Kevin.
Sketchy. We don't need another hero.
Well, I'm having one of those days where my pens are. It feels like I'm dragging them through mud when I'm trying to draw on the paper, and it doesn't feel like you're going as fast as you're used to drawing. You know, I don't know. Do you ever have those times? Probably not.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
talking about Michael. He's like, I'm awesome all the time.
He does flex. the
Mike's
character, do that.
laughing.
I'm doing my best.
Who's laughing?
Mike's choking in the
Mike-
back laughing.
I'm dying over here.
He's like,
I'm dying over here.
He
he's like,
stands in front of the
gotta-
mirror and says, "You're good enough. You're talented enough, and by golly, you don't draw tangents."
It's important.
Why Yoda?
Welcome back, Lester Sisters.
Hey,
Hey, what happened?
hello, ladies.
Or not?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We just lost our internet all at once. I'm kind of using my phone as the hotspot
Oh,
to put my
your
laptop
Wi-Fi?
back on.
Nice.
So if it's if it's a little screwy or the art isn't streaming right, that's probably why. But we're gonna give it our best shot.
Amy, is Melissa participating?
She's trying to.
I'm trying to.
It's
Okay.
a lot of like Mad Max. What are we doing? So she's like,
Let me edit then.
Okay, so how do we have?
oh, how much time is left?
25 minutes roughly.
I was like, I get lucky. Mike wasn't keeping track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there?
Somebody's
not
got to
gonna
pay
make it.
attention. It's not going to be pots.
Are there cars in this movie? Or is it just motorcycles?
Yeah.
You know, whenever I pay attention, you're like, "No, you got the time."
That is not accurate at all. I don't sound anything like that.
Dear.
Do I need to take a poll on that one? Guys, does he sound like that?
Like the Swedish chef? Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Whenever you make the steak system,
Chicken.
Crypto. NFT.
Squid Grove.
girl.
I've been drawing. If anyone's in the Discord, they've seen me posting my stuff. Or on Twitter. Yeah.
Yes, you have been drawing. I've been seeing that.
Drawing.
Swedish chef?
No.
Feared for fear day.
I've been drawing nobody's business.
Oh.
That's Elliot's favorite book now.
Was that
Nobody's business.
who?
Nobody's business.
Yeah, that's
You're
my
not
favorite.
supposed to know.
It's my favorite comic of all time.
Yeah,
Oh, Mike's been posting pages from it on Twitter now. So
Oh, for crying out loud, Michael. Whatever.
Well, you're allowed on Twitter.
Forget it. Speaking of comics, I've been trying to read those G.I. Joe comics from Larry Hama.
Trash.
I'm not having a good time with those at all.
Trash.
You mean the new ones or the old ones?
All of them. They're all bad.
No, the old ones are good. The
I can't
Vietnam
talk
one,
right now, Matt.
They're
I
good.
can't-
the Vietnam and the Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow storyline with the
Oh yeah, that's what constitutes a good story. Is that it just had concepts? Crying
no,
out
the
loud.
story was good. The
No, it's
story
trash.
was awesome. The art was
Trash.
awesome.
It's
Everything
trash.
about it was pinnacle comics.
I'm with you, and I haven't even read it.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
Not you.
Larry betrayed. Man.
I'm with Elliot.
Like Cobra Commander's son Billy, who's trained by Storm Shadow.
I was with Elliot
Cobra
first.
Commander's son's name is Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Isn't that terrible?
Billy Idol.
Seriously, I mean, shouldn't in Yemen like
Yeah, but the thing about it is,
Mussolini or something?
when Snake Eyes came out, Larry said that's how he intended Snake Eyes to be. That's what he wanted him to be all the time. So he basically said the rest is trash. Anything you like from the 80s was trash.
What did he make Snake Eyes?
Huh?
What did he do to Snake Eyes?
He was the writer of the G.I. Joe comics, for, with all the Snake Eyes stuff. I'm pretty sure that was Larry. But when the Snake Eyes movie came out, he said that's how he intended Snake Eyes to be, and that the other stuff is trash because he's white. He's a blonde hair white boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Larry is a
Sellout.
Japanese fella.
Well, more importantly,
maybe.
he's a sellout.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
how he wanted it. Though. Maybe that's what
That's
he
some
wanted.
baloney.
And then the
Whatever.
movie bombed. So did he intend him to bomb? Because there you go.
Yes,
And that movie
because
wasn't that bad though.
Nagasaki.
That movie wasn't as bad as everybody said. That there was some cool stuff in that movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's just they fundamentally.
I'm not a diehard fan, so I liked it. Just as a
It
fun
just
little-
took a dump on.
I am a diehard fan. I thought it was an interesting take.
It was a dump on the
Yeah.
character.
I know
Like
how that feels, Kevin.
Well,
See?
no, but you see, here's the
See?
thing,
You gotta
though.
be careful, Kev. You gotta be careful.
I
You
know
gotta decide what happens.
he wants
roping you in.
he wants to
Roping
say,
you
"Hey,
in.
it's the same as Furiosa," and it's not.
It's worse.
This is the same character, and he's deciding to take this dude who was a soldier and didn't like he saved the. I'm trying to remember the sequence of events, but he like saved his crew with a mine exploding and ripped up his face. That's why he's a mute.
Yeah.
And ripped up his throat and everything else, and he sacrificed himself. But that's not good enough for Larry. Larry has to say, "Oh no, I intended him to be Asian." Why?
Well,
Why?
because he's Asian.
Because the Japanese have the honor, they would do that for them.
Now he talks now. Snake Eyes.
Yeah. See,
I don't understand why though. I got into the first the new Skybound stuff.
Yeah.
But he continued his thing, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on. And there's a guy called Serpentor Khan. I'm like, oh, then why would you call this the first issue if it's just is this continuation? I still prefer the other Skybound stuff. The Duke is really good, and some of the other ones are really good. Did you read Scarlet yet?
I haven't read any of it.
Scarlet's pretty cool. I was impressed with that one too.
I just fundamentally, I get mad when it's clearly a cash grab, and I'm not saying that you guys, the movie was good to you guys. That's fine, but my point is, he just took a dump on everybody that loved the character for all those years because clearly he's getting paid, or whatever. And
you think he is though?
He's a sellout, man.
I got a funny feeling he's not. I got a funny feeling he's gonna die like all the other comic creator guys that died penniless.
He wants to be cool. He wants to be with the in crowd, the cool kids. He wants to be.
Is that what he told you, Matt? Is that what he told you? That's funny.
Yep,
He didn't tell me that.
He did it. He could have just.
I met him.
Some
He didn't tell me anything about that. Did you meet him yet?
I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry Hama gave Elliot an Art Adams piece of a unicorn.
What?
No, he didn't.
That's the weirdest story I've heard in my life.
Wow.
He just matched up everything that's ever happened to me.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Comics Bear is here. Comics Bear is here, and he says, "Aloha, Mike. Greetings, all."
What's up, Donna?
Hello.
Great to see you.
Comics Bear.
Comics Bear, doing comics here and everywhere. Scrams of Francis Scrams. They are the Scrams and Scrams.
There's your theme song.
There you go.
That's great.
I have to scrims it up so that way the algorithm doesn't hear me sing it. Something I'm not supposed to sing.
What was that?
I like razzing you, Matt. Giving you a hard time. Anybody watching? Anybody see Outer Range, the second season?
No.
What's that?
I don't want you to watch it, Matt, because you'll ruin it for me.
Is it sci-fi?
I'm not telling you.
Is it Western?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Kevin Costner, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not what it is. Is not for you. What it is.
It's a horror. It's a horror movie.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not telling you nothing.
It's none of your business, Matt.
Is that the Josh Brolin one, or?
Yeah. You should watch it, Kev. It's good.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look it up.
I just finished Tulsa King, and I really like that. So
I haven't seen that yet.
I went out on a limb. Well, they had a free preview of it on a couple of different services. And a free preview, like the full first episode, and I like it. It's you know me, I don't really you probably heard me say this before. I hate mobster movies and stuff like that. But this is pretty good. I mean, it's based. The premise is that Sylvester Stallone gets out of prison for taking the fall for something for the mob.
Wow, spoilers.
And that's the premise of the show.
Keep going, kid. Don't worry.
And they sort of banish him to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's great, dude. Oh man, it's so good.
So it's like My Blue Heaven, but in Oklahoma.
I never saw My Blue Heaven. So
What?
Steven Seagal in it?
I never seen it either.
Steve Martin's in it.
Who?
Steve Martin.
Oh, Steve Martin. Oh, Steve Martin. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Harold Ramis. Not who's a little guy?
Martin
Rick
Short.
Moranis?
Rick Moranis, yeah.
Who's
It's
the
about,
one in it?
about a mob dude who turns state witness, and then he ends up they set him up in San Diego as a for witness protection.
Oh, thank you, Comics Bear. Appreciate it.
So funny, dude. It's so good.
Awesome.
But does it have Steven Seagal? Because otherwise it's not
Steve
good.
Martin in it.
Well, then it's not good because it doesn't have Matt. Tell him
What?
exactly.
What's not good?
Everything apparently.
Furiosa?
Oh, for crying out loud!
Or
We already rode that train.
Steven Seagal was a background extra. So yeah,
Steven Seagal wrote Furiosa. How about now?
Can you imagine that? If Steven Seagal
is Furiosa.
They're gonna
It's
make
a very different movie.
they're gonna make Above a Law, and it's gonna be a woman, and then but they're not gonna replace Steven Seagal. He'll be a meter maid, make an appearance, giving tickets.
I can't wait till Matt finds out that Steven Seagal's actually a communist. It's gonna be so cool.
Oh yeah.
He is a
Be the
capitalist
best
pig.
day ever.
He's a capitalist pig dog like us.
He's gonna be like, I hate all of you, red-blooded Americans, especially Matt Cossin.
No, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Buddhist.
That's
Remember the old
Arnold.
days when they used to have people that you can call and they would like give you like special messages?
What?
I want to learn how to do Steven Seagal's
Yeah, I
voice.
wonder if he's going to be on like Cameo, where you can pay for a Cameo recording from Steven Seagal. Video
never
message.
do that crap.
One of these days on your birthday, Matt, you're gonna get a special call.
No, well, I'm gonna. Yeah, me and Elliot are gonna pay for it, man.
He'll never do that. He's not one of those guys.
Yes, he is.
He'd be too busy, like on assignment, like killing some dude.
Hey, Chuck Norris is doing it. Was he too good for Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at Chuck Norris. He's like a happy-go-lucky, nice guy.
It's fun though, right?
Exactly. Steven Seagal, not nice.
Not nice.
Trying to say I'm a curmudgeon.
He's an agent of Satan. I'm telling you.
He's ex-CIA. So what do you
Stop squishing my dreams, man. Stop crushing my dreams. I want him to be on Cameo so I can get him to call you.
Now, believe me, I would like that myself, but it's not gonna happen.
You gotta believe,
I'm not
man.
against it.
Listen, I heard that Steven Seagal had the only.
You're OnlyFans. Oh god. He's just sit in the chair in some of his OnlyFans.
That's all he does is sit in
the chair. Oh god.
He just talks like this.
I'm gonna have to mute myself because I'm.
I'm dying here.
This is me.
Oh god, that's so good.
If you want to support me on OF, Matt Cossin, that means you.
I don't know what that is.
Of course not. It's time for you to learn, boy. It's gonna be a sad day, man, when you come back and he's like, you know what I found out? I found out that he worships the devil. I can't believe it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I told you that.
Is that how he got all his powers?
His powers. I want to see Steven Seagal fight Chuck Norris's beard. And I know Chuck's gonna win.
Oh, Chuck Norris is older now,
Actually-
man. He's like 90 years old.
Yeah, but his beard is
Actually-
immortal. What are you talking about?
Actually, you could have Steven Seagal's hair fight Chuck Norris's beard.
Oof. Except for that fake goatee he had for a while. Remember, he was painting his face black all the time with that.
The
Terrible.
Sharpie
Oh.
marker.
Shoe polish.
God.
Oh, that I watched Chuck Norris movie too. I watched Invasion USA recently again. Man, so good.
Also bad movies. I didn't think that we made with from Canon was terrible.
Oh, Canon was like whenever I see the symbol of Canon come up, I know that's the movie.
I
I'm
know
gonna watch.
symbol of quality, right? I know.
It is.
I know.
Yeah, see quality, man.
See, man,
terrible.
dude,
Quality.
Cossin is trolling us. The way
I
he
know.
says these things.
No,
he's
I'm
just
joking. I'm not
trolling
even
us.
joking. Like
That
today's
is
movies
awesome.
are some of
That
the
is-
worst films ever made in the history of mankind today. And it's like funny because they have like this big budget and special effects and all this stuff like that, and it's just trash. It's like big budget B movies. But somehow
Cossin-
they think they're great because they're big budgets.
Cossin, all those movies you're referencing are B movies.
Those movies were made on a shoestring budget, and they
Yeah,
look
they're terrible.
and they
movies.
stood the test of time. 40 years later, they're still iconic. These movies today, no one's going to be
To
talking
who?
about
To who?
it.
Who's paying attention?
Nobody.
You're the only one that talks about them.
They're remaking them. Why are they remaking the properties? They're making all these properties. Karate Kid's got his own popular series now. It's like all these movies they're redoing it because the 80s are still so iconic. They haven't been
But
anything. after
Karate
that.
Kid was a
They're not
success.
remaking the Karate Kid. They're continuing the
Continuing
story.
the story.
Well, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. That's what they're doing with all these other ones.
And it's the people
Because
that own the
the
Karate
80s
Kid.
The 80s is one of the single most biggest decades of entertainment that came out. Like,
Everybody in Hollywood was doing coke all the time.
is that
That's
why
it.
they're so creative and
Mhm.
made such
Yeah,
good
maybe you should
creative
try.
content? No, it is they had more
They were
heart.
never asleep.
They had more
That's it.
They
heart.
were always thinking of new stories.
They had more heart, man, making them. Today, they're heartless
More
people
coke.
making them.
Jim Cotta should have won an Oscar.
Heartless people, man.
Jim Cotta was supposed to win an Oscar, and got beat
I
out by.
still- I actually follow some of the
He
creators.
got
from
beat
the
out by
80s
Rad.
films.
Jim Cotta got beat out by Rad.
Oh, Rad was good. That was a good one.
Oh, for crying out loud!
I got the soundtrack to that one too.
Oh, great.
So good.
Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh yeah, man. I just watched that one too. I actually met the actor from it,
Yeah,
I met
also a
him-
bad
and we-
movie.
One. There was more than one, you know.
and we did a breakdance move together.
You did a breakdance move.
I'm not even joking. I can show you the photo. I was breaking with the breaking star, man.
Did he ask you to buy a fifth of Ripple too?
Oh, what? He's not Russian.
Oh my goodness.
He's not Russian, dude.
Russian? What the heck?
He actually taught Michael Jackson how to do some of the moonwalk and all that stuff. Like Michael Jackson paid him and another dude. They're like both 15 or 16 years old, dancing on the street in LA, and he had him. He drove him out to Michael's mansion, and they didn't know they're going to Michael's place. They just got in. They
This
paid him.
story
to-
sounds bad.
and they got
after
in,
he molested them, what
and it
happened?
was like the entire Jackson 5 or whatever.
Eat
it
it,
was.
ladies.
All the
He poured
Jackson
some
family
Jesus
were there.
juice.
And the whole family was there, and then they're like Michael's there, and they're like they just had him for 2 weeks, taught him how to do the
They
moonwalk
had
and all the
him
different
tied
stuff.
up for 2 weeks in the dungeon. What?
Oh man, you guys are anti 80s. It's like I'm the 80s guy and you're the anti
I love
80s.
the
Dude,
80s.
we grew up in the 80s and there's
Yeah.
good
Why do you
things
hate
and
it
there's
so much?
bad things.
Why
There's
do you
good
hate it?
things and bad things, Cossin. Good
Everything
and
is the
bad.
80s.
Good and bad.
I don't think I've ever
It's
heard
like-
any of you guys say anything positive about the 80s.
It's
Everything
like
sucks.
Coke and New Coke. I love Coke, but I hate New Coke. I still love Coke.
You know what came out in the 80s?
What?
Back
New
to the
Coke.
Future?
I know.
Oh.
Crystal
Yeah.
Pepsi?
And which better?
Sometimes-
What's
Also
better?
bad.
The old Coke is
Zima?
better, right? The original.
I actually prefer Pepsi.
No,
The
I like
original?
Crystal Pepsi.
The original is better, yes.
Yeah,
New
see,
Coke came
there
out
you
in
go.
the 80s, though.
The original's better. See,
Right. New Coke
Yeah, but it
it's
came out
consistent.
before the 80s.
The 80s originals are better in every way.
80? Wait, you're missing the whole point. The 80s was terrible. That's what came out with New Coke. The 80s.
No, the whole
The
moral
80s
story
called,
is
they want their
the
soundtrack
new
back.
version is always bad. it's more inferior. That's the thing, though. 80s, man, music, movies, all that stuff, man, coming out. Oh man, they're trying to emulate that stuff now. They're not trying to emulate the.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
you don't understand, Matt. In the 80s, they were trying to emulate stuff from the 50s.
Yes, they sure were.
Yeah, because the guys who were making movies in the 80s were from the
They were
50s.
copying a bunch of stuff from the 50s.
Yeah,
back
because
in
they
the
were from the
80s.
50s. The guys who made those movies in the 80s.
Which is the exact argument you're using now.
Yeah, the guys who were making the movies and trying to emulate the 80s because they're from the 80s.
They were right. So it was member berry nostalgia bait.
Like Stranger Things. But the only thing is instead of
it was any
making
better, it was just that
it was way better. But the thing is, the thing
Dude,
that
do
was
you know why even the new Ghostbusters is good, but nobody's watching it?
Because no one cares.
Yeah, it's past its expiration point.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
80s.
Exactly. They should not be trying to remake another version of the same thing.
You just said that everything from the 80s they're emulating, and now they're saying they shouldn't make it.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't be making any of that crap.
Right, because it's trash.
No, because it's already been done.
Well, according to you, they shouldn't make anything then.
The movies in the 80s that were made, they were influenced by things from the 50s. They didn't copy everything in the 50s. They didn't make what's that movie with Kurt?
All right. Let's go through an exercise. Matt, which is your favorite movie?
We're not going to make Spartacus. We're not
What's your
going to
favorite
make
movie, Matt? What's your favorite movie?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Hate it. Next one.
It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not surprised.
Hate that one too.
Life wasn't high anxiety? It's a Wonderful Life.
Bringing Up Baby's good one too.
No, High Anxiety was based off of Vertigo.
Oh, that's right. What was the one? There was a Mel.
I still can't get past Cossin saying I hated the 80s movies, and I've never said anything good about them, even though you see me talk about Batman 89 like incessantly. You've also seen is Back to the Future.
Cossin's like one of these Comicsgate cultists, where it's like if you say something about Ethan, you think he thinks you're saying everything in Comicsgate is evil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard you guys say anything about these movies, or even music, or even comics.
You're crazy.
What are you talking about? It's just praising Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Yeah, I'm the one that doesn't like Frank Miller though.
Dude.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness, Cossin, that's ridiculous, man.
No, I've like I said, I've never heard anybody say any.
You've heard me talk about Batman 89 like crazy. Back to the Future, Gremlins, Gremlins.
Batman 89 was too close to the 90s.
That's true. That's true.
Don't feed the troll there.
That's true. And I also I'm a big
don't feed the troll, man. Don't do that.
My favorite movies. My
That's
favorite
Mike
Back to movies.
brings me on.
All the Indiana Jones movies except for the last two. Back to the Future, all in one set. Goonies, all 80s were my favorite movies. But I just like to give you a razzmatazz.
I even saw Ghoulies.
Did you like Over the Top?
Actually, Ghoulies wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was.
Here's your test of whether you like the 80s or not. Did you like the arm wrestling movie with Sylvester?
Yeah, I know. What is that, man?
There you go. There's the answer right there. They don't like 80s movies.
You mean Rocky? Like I didn't like Rocky? Oh my!
They don't like 80s movies.
Yes, they are.
Over the Top. Meet me halfway. Trash.
Oh my
Tequila
goodness!
Sunrise. That was great. Raul Julia. And what's his face?
There were good 80s movies, and then there were bad ones, just like anything.
Yeah.
But you think that they're everything
bad movies too. But like I said, there's more good movies that came out in the 80s. Because if you look at the top movies that came out,
not the ones that you mentioned, all the ones you talk about, terrible.
Well, I got wide variety.
Reno Williams was actually good, dude. That movie's trash.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have good taste in 80s movies. You don't like 80s movies.
At all.
It's not that Remo Williams is trash; it's that your opinions suck. That's what it is.
You guys,
that's why I come for
positive things about 80s movies. It's always like you even said 80s comics were trash.
Who said that?
You guys did.
No, you guys didn't.
80s was the best era for comics.
Oh wait, no, it was 90s.
Yeah, I always support.
Oh yeah, 90s was trash.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
90s was trash. It was
you said all the 90s comics
70s was a better era for comics.
But when you hear 90s,
I don't say that because I like some 90s
Image and Marvel and DC, right?
What?
I'm just saying the 90s was terrible time.
Yeah.
What's the thing is like I like a wide variety of films, not just one genre or two genres.
Doesn't sound like it to me.
And it sounds like you guys only like superhero comics.
Whatever genre of that decade.
So if,
I
if
like a
you-
wide variety, a wide genre of movies. 80s, and more 80s. How you like that?
No, it's like saying I'm a comics fan, but you only like superhero. You're not a comics fan. You're a superhero fan. There's
That's what
comic
you
books
are.
aren't
You
just
are a
superheroes.
bad movie fan. That's what you are.
I like a wide variety, but you guys only like
Yeah, a
one
wide
thing.
variety of bad movies. I
He's
get
a
it.
From the 80s
connoisseur.
only.
He's a connoisseur.
No,
I'm a
I'm just
connoisseur.
objecting that Cossin dare say that I, of all people, don't like 80s movies. I can't, man, it blows my mind. Like, my computer is getting ready to crash because it's like, what the what? Y'all have heard me talk about 80s cartoons, Thundercats, He-Man,
I'm talking about movies.
and I've talked about movies, Batman '89, Back to the Future, Gremlins. I
Masters
can
of
tell
the
You guys don't like
Universe.
Steven Seagal. You don't like.
no, I hated
Paul
that
Barton?
movie. I
You don't
hated
like-
I hated Masters of the Universe, the movie.
Bro, but it
I
was an 80s
hated
movie.
that.
See, that's what I'm saying. How could you hate that movie? It's a fun movie.
You want to know why? Everybody get ready. I'll tell you exactly why. Because
Why?
none of the characters look like the characters.
Well,
the
see, there you go. I
the
can understand
designers-
that. I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Even
Yeah, I
when I was a
understand
kid, that's how bad it was. Even when I was a kid who loved Masters of the Universe, I didn't go near that movie with a 10-foot pole because none of the characters look like the characters. And then when I finally saw it, I was like, why is there a Klingon as Beastman? Because it looks like they recycled the Klingons from the 80s Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
It was
see, I
so
can agree with
bad.
that.
Had Dolph Lundgren movies from that.
Yeah.
Immediate
I
era.
can agree with it not
Punisher.
liking it. Oh, that was
Punisher.
great. That was
Oh
the only
my
Punisher
gosh.
existence in existence. That was the. I love that Punisher movie, man.
And it made me so mad. Why couldn't he have just sprayed paint a skull on his shirt? And they couldn't even do that. That's what makes me so mad about
Well,
those type of movies.
that did actually,
Shaved
that
his
did bother
beard
me
so
too.
it looked
I
like
gotta say
his
that bothered me, but guess what? The movie's so good, so close to Punisher. The only thing about Punisher is he had a skull knife, but that was it. But yeah,
Yeah.
they should have put the skull on his shirt. I believe that too. But the movie is so well filmed and choreographed. I mean, everything, the fight scenes and everything is so good. And I love that it's low budget. The lighting's so great. The soundtrack.
So
And it's,
Ugh.
I just
If
love the
you're
fact
gonna
that
if you're gonna
they-
see Punisher, you need to see Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee. That was good.
Oh, yeah, I
that
saw
was good
that.
with Dolph Lundgren.
That's a good one too. See, I like
Or
that one,
Rapid
too.
Fire. Rapid Fire was a good one.
That's another one I like. That's one of my favorites, Rapid Fire.
One of my favorite
Hop-
movies of all time is Big Trouble in Little China. I mentioned it earlier, and
There you
most
go.
of those movies.
You actually
Most
like
of-
that one?
Love Big Trouble in Little China. I'm a big
Oh, I
fan of
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know about you either. You probably hate it.
That's my favorite film, probably on my top 5 list.
Ridiculously, that's impossible. I
It's
can
in my
prove it
top
too.
5.
I can prove that it's not true. I
Why?
can prove it.
You
Oh,
cut me
that's-
deep,
no.
Shrek. You cut me real deep, man.
Sorry. It's good to hear you
Hey,
actually.
it should
like
be a
movies.
clip of Tombstone. I know Mike hates it, but there should be that clip of Tombstone where Doc Holliday says you don't have to, or Wyatt says you don't have to get mixed up in this. Doc, and then Doc goes, "That Wyatt, that is a hell of a thing for you to say to me," and that's how I feel, man. You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me real deep.
Andrew, Kevin's losing it because Cossin. It's a long story. Never mind.
Costin's a crazy person.
Because Cossin.
Oh,
Because
No,
Costin
that's
said
all you have to say.
that I never said anything good about the '80s stuff.
every movie I bring up from the 80s is trash.
It
That's what-
is.
so, like,
Because
how
keep
could
bringing
you? How
up
do you like
trash movies
anything?
from the 80s?
The only thing you like are giant commercial films. That's the only things you guys like.
Because they were
Commercial
good.
McDonald's films.
Giant commercial film. I love Real Genius.
You know, did The Blob come out in the 80s? That was a
That was a
remake
good-
of a 50s
That was a
film.
good movie. That was a
Yeah.
good
Weird
movie.
Science. We just said Weird Science.
like
Weird
that one.
Science.
Weird
Weird
Science.
Science, The Goonies. The Goonies was please.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, but I'm saying you guys didn't like the action movies.
'Cause they were
Unforgiven.
bad.
Rambo.
So you
They
guys
were
didn't
bad.
go up with the action films?
I watched
Rambo.
every single one of those. My dad was a big action movie fan, and I hated every one of them. And only
Wow,
a few
see?
of them were actually
That's
good.
crazy.
They were bad
those
movies. Sorry, man.
actually
They're
formed my no, they're so good, man. Those to this day, those are the best.
I like Commando. Didn't like Hit Red Heat. You know, come on, man. Don't
Oh,
do
the
that.
action
Commando
movies.
was extremely cheesy.
Oh man, all
Prince
those
and
movies.
Bride.
That's what's missing from today's films, man. Is they're all
Steve.
boring. They're boring. They're so boring. That's why
Sully. Remember when I told you I was gonna kill you last? Yeah, that's right. You said you were
Yeah,
gonna
Matrix.
I lied.
Yeah, and you notice you don't hear anybody talking about these new movies and the quoting the funny lines and the one-liners, and there's no more camaraderie with
Thunder.
filmgoers.
Don't
Tropic
bother
Thunder.
him. He is dead tired.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
watch
that's what I'm
that
saying.
because it's got stuff in it.
Tropic Thunder?
I'll be back.
I saw
I'm just
Commando
saying.
when I was like
Predator.
10.
Predator, awesome movie. Really
Yeah.
was. This one, it's probably his best movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
it's like
to the
it's probably his
chopper.
best acting.
You are one ugly
But-
I just
mother.
watched it last night, actually.
But all the other
But-
ones he did were terrible.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's terrible according to
You
what?
can't
though?
say that because he did Conan 1 and 2.
But according to like what? Why is it bad? Like I don't get
Conan
it. Is
1
it-
was great. Conan
You
2,
probably-
according to having
You want
taste
to know
nothing.
what? The second Conan movie actually was very close to the book.
well, hold on. No,
That wasn't as
not
good.
exactly. They made Conan too silly. He was silly. He was never silly in the books.
Yeah, that was a little more silly. It was
that-
more
well, that's-
PG.
That's because they told him to act serious.
No, I'm saying in the books he was a serious character.
No,
In
that's
the
true.
movie, he was kind of like he was saying goofy things. When he gets drunk, he's like, "Yeah, I do Valeria. Yeah, I just watched it the other day. I was like, so it's not the worst movie in the world. It's just not. It's
Yeah,
not
I
as
just
good as the
watched
first one.
Twins a couple months ago, and I'm like, this just does not hold up.
I never was into that movie.
Tonight is your night, bro.
Yeah.
But
They
you know-
should have leaned in more into the humor about Arnold, the differences between Arnold and Danny a little bit more in terms of like kind of disparaging. And it would have been a little funnier than the some of the other stuff that was in it.
Remember when Danny DeVito was everywhere in the 80s?
Yeah.
Look at that. That looks good.
Yeah, I got these high quality prints. I was going to show off. I was hoping to show
Matt Cossin.
Mark. Mark Anthony. I was hoping to show him, but anyway, I got these 11x17 prints that I'm going to be adding to the original art that I ship out to everybody.
Nice.
Oh shoot. Can I Debbie Downer us for a second?
Sure.
The what?
I just
What?
wanted to lift up Benny. His family, comic historian, passed away.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And he was one of us, man. He was a really good guy. I talked to him a lot in DMs. a few
Oh,
years
cool.
ago. And
How old was he?
40.
What did he die from?
Wasn't it like a
40
car
years
accident?
old, he was in an accident, and he was that dude brought more people into comics than this entire stupid Comicsgate movement. Probably more than even like all the Friday Night Tights and all the guys out there today. That dude, his videos on comics got like his biggest ones were on Injustice, and those things got tens of millions of views. And you could go read the comments, and people are like, "This guy got me into comics and stuff." So I don't know. I think we lost an important guy. So
Yeah.
don't lift his family up.
Absolutely. Hard for all of us, but hard for them most.
And with that, our time is up.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that. And he thought he should stop and not do it. Come on, man.
Well, I didn't ink it.
Well, I bet
It looks great, though. It looks great.
I bet Mike that he would get done with the thing and say, "Oh, this is terrible," delete it, and then leave. So
I was about to do that actually.
He's gonna
So-
rip up his iPad.
Is that Procreate?
No.
no artist ever thinks they do good work.
No. It's just, I guess that's why it's nice when somebody else enjoys it.
You can't delete it. We got people voting on it. Oh, okay, that's better.
It looks
I
really
should
pretty.
delete it.
Did Oh, I think I know the reason. I think the reason why you hate certain '80s movies is the reason why I love them. You know, I mean, the reasons the reason for why you hate them are probably for the reasons why I love them. Like they're great to me. You know, like I don't know. It's like they're so fun. Like the movies today aren't fun. They're just boring.
I didn't
'Cause
say
it's like-
anything today was good.
you know?
I just saying those movies were terrible.
That's what I mean. I don't get what's terrible
still
about
be
when
terrible.
it's entertaining. When it's entertaining, how is
You're
it
comparing
terrible?
apples to oranges. I'm just saying that they're still bad movies. They're objectively bad. You could say that you like them. You could say that you love them. That doesn't mean
that's
that
where-
they're good.
But that's where you're wrong. When there's filmmakers out there.
Of course,
who are,
I'm wrong. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
I know.
I'm wrong. You're right.
Well, now you're right.
Getting that a lot.
Now you're right. Because it's
No,
not just my
no.
opinion; it's the opinion of like
Opinion of you.
well-known filmmakers.
No, I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Are well-known filmmakers who have been
No,
working. in the
yes, you're
industry.
right. You're right. Well-known filmmakers. Yeah. All of
See?
which I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
I have a list here of every movie
Oh
from the
my God.
1980s.
Everyone? Oh my
Over.
gosh.
There were 428 movies that came out between
Wow.
1980 and 1989.
Wow.
1,519 of those were released into theaters. The rest of them apparently probably not good enough. So
No, because they're
Well,
competing
they-
against
can release-
E.T. and Star
doesn't matter what it is,
Wars
you
and
can release
Indiana
any kind of
Jones.
crap anywhere.
They're competing against big, huge franchise movies. There's some movies where I've seen even now that I've never heard of, and I'm like, why did I not hear from this movie before? And then I realized, oh, it came out the same month that like E.T. did. It's like it got buried, you know. But it's a good movie. It didn't get the acclaim because
Yeah.
it's buried, you know. But there's a lot of movies like that. There's hidden gems I'm still discovering. Like I watched a movie called we've called Miracle Mile. That was crazy good, and I've never heard of it.
These are actually
Yeah,
Miracle
Becky
Mile.
found it for me.
Fame. I didn't care for Fame. Cheap Shots.
What about White Knights?
What the heck? The
White
owner of a
Knights.
sleazy hotel, along with his friend, decides to videotape a room that is rented by a sexually attractive couple. Ugh.
What about White Knights? You ever seen that one?
White Knights. Yes, with Gregory Hines and Baryshnikov.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, man, that was great.
Alien Predator. Never heard of it. Mutant on the Bounty. Crime Wave, Stacking, My Brother's Wedding, Streetwise, Duet for One, Haunted Summer, Red Surf. So, anyways, thousands and thousands of movies you've never heard of because they sucked. But yeah, there were some good movies that came out in the 80s. Just like there's movies that good movies that come out every year.
Nope.
Sheesh.
They make less movies now too, because nobody's
Sincerely
going to
doubt
see
that.
them because they're crap.
Sincerely doubt that.
You get like maybe like a handful of movies every year that's worth anything, and the other ones are all crap. And that's what
That's
we're
the
getting
same
now.
way it was in the 80s.
No, it wasn't. Every single month was like a dozen movies, half a dozen movies coming out there, iconic films like today. I mean, big name films that are still popular. I went to the whole decade, every year, every month of every year, 81, 80, 80, all the way down to 89. And it's like every month was like at least 4, 5, 6 movies that came out that were iconic films.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great movies coming out nowadays,
Guess what I'm saying?
but it happens.
It's depressing.
All right, well,
This
there's
is in the 80s, too.
Elliot's piece. Let's move on to Amy's.
Oh, romantic one.
I guess.
It's a
I can't
shoujo.
believe they did a Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. What? The
Well,
heck?
because Silent Night, Deadly Night was nominated for a Grammy or something.
Grammy. I agree.
This is Spinal Tap, 1984.
Dude, Rambo 3 was awesome too. What are you talking about, Andrew Hayes?
Was it?
Rambo 3.
Rambo 3 was iconic, man.
Oh my god!
It wasn't a musical, was it? I feel like we just jumped subject.
That I would have, if it was a musical, it would have been better than any of the films today. Still, dude, Rambo 3, man. I think it's, I don't know. I think people have become pussies there today. I don't know, man. It's like this testosterone like threatens people.
That's a very good drawing, Amy.
Coffee, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Tried.
So did you see it?
Did I?
Yeah,
me?
it's right there. It's
No,
right on
Amy,
the
did you
screen.
see Furiosa?
Oh,
No, I don't really know a lot about the Mad Max movies
Oh,
apart from what I hear you guys talking about. So I'm trying to build up my knowledge base, but I think these two are from that movie.
Right on.
Thanks a
And
lot,
they got
Cossin.
some dark
Now we
makeup on
sound
that-
crazy.
on that house?
Okay, next up we've got my little doodle.
What?
Very cool.
isn't that
Oh, that
from
must be the
Dune?
robot hand, right?
Oh, okay.
Looks good, Mike.
Thank y'all.
Thought it was
Oh,
that dude
bye.
from Dune.
Wow.
Does it look like him?
Looks a little bit like him.
Austin Butler. Austin Butler as Furiosa. Matt would have liked it better.
Elvis Presley is.
Oh,
I don't know. There's a weird
It's the
tangent
same
from her
thing.
boob to her stomach. It gives the illusion that she's got a weird stomach.
That is
Tangents,
true.
Mike. Tangents, Mike. Gotcha.
Look what you
Tangent.
started,
Finally.
Mike.
I
I
got
get
one
what you're
in.
saying, but I don't think that's a tangent.
That's it. Looks like a stomach, and it's crossing over it. There's something weird going on.
Yeah, but that's not what tangent means.
Doesn't a tangent throw your eye off from what you're drawing and
I'll explain
connects
it to
to?
you later.
They can't let me have one win. Not one.
No.
Not
Nope.
one.
Not.
How dare you?
that looks great.
Hey Matt,
Kevin-
how'd you like Return of the Swamp Thing?
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen it, but it was entertaining. I don't know if I remember it.
Yeah, yeah. That was awesome, man. The dude with the big brain and his prosthetic kept boggling around.
Oh,
when
yeah,
he got
yeah.
hit.
Now I remember. We did turn him into guacamole.
It was so bad. The prosthetics were so bad. And we would watch it over and over again just to laugh at it, man. It
See,
was
that's
so
what I'm
awesome.
saying. Kevin, that's what I'm talking about. It's
That
great,
doesn't make it
man.
a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't like
What
it.
makes it a bad
They
movie?
say it was good.
What made it a bad movie, though?
Huh?
Bad
What made it a bad
writing.
movie? It entertained you?
plot.
That's
Bad writing. Yeah.
It entertained me. That's a
I
horrible
don't know
movie.
what makes a bad movie.
Well,
The
like
costume
today,
was better.
today
There's
the
a
people,
lot
today
about
the
your
people
taste
say
in movies.
the movie was all right.
He
I think
looked
what he-
more like
see it.
Swamp Thing in that movie. The
It's all
costume
right.
looked better.
I think what Matt's trying to say is, are you not entertained?
Yeah, the people today. This is the people's response to all these movies. It was all right. You should go see it. I'm like, that's not a good review. It's a bad review.
Are you not entertained?
Exactly.
If you say, oh,
The time for honoring yourself will soon be at an end.
Anyway-
overrated movies right there.
Anyway, can I say something real quick? Just real quick. To Andrew Hayes and everybody else, the Comics Bear, they were making it laughing like, why is Kevin shouting and stuff? Number one is frustration over Cossin because you guys don't see the private chat room that we were arguing with Cossin for the last couple of weeks or whatever. And two, I legitimately get frustrated with Cossin, but I love him. He's funny.
I feel
And
the same way.
don't get me wrong, I'm not actually mad. I'm
I'm
not
not
mad.
mad either.
I'm
I'm
furious.
so angry right now.
I'm
He's
Furiosa.
Furioso.
I'm spitting fire. I'm so angry.
Spitting fire.
Call it just natural frustratedness and can't believe Cossin sometimes, but that's about it.
Andy, you don't know what you're talking about. Rambo 3 was fantastic. He's probably the best of the three, I should say.
The two.
Yeah, the two.
That's true.
That's
Well,
it.
Yeah, Rambo 1 and
Probably.
Rambo 3. Rambo 2 is it's all right.
No.
Rambo 3 was
The
the best
First
of the
Blood
best.
was the best.
Rambo 3
Yeah,
was the
First
best
Blood.
of the best.
First Blood was
fantastic.
First Blood was good. It was definitely good. But 3, it made Rambo what it is. It became, that's what
It's
it was
a
being known
joke.
as.
It made
No.
it a joke.
Oh, it
dude.
was
First
perfect.
Blood made Rambo what it is.
Rambo
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a
2,
Rambo
3.
Yeah.
Rambo
First
3 was
Blood.
Rambo
perfect.
into a joke.
Rambo 3 was perfect.
Which one? Rambo 2 was the one where he was like doing the pit fighting, was in Indonesia and stuff at the beginning.
No, that was Rambo 3.
Oh man, because that was really good though. I like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. There's so many iconic things in that third film that just culminate all the Rambo movies into one.
I have
And
to agree with Costin on the iconic thing. That
You know what else is iconic? Toilet paper.
What?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
to
true.
you.
Isn't that iconic?
No,
People
All
were
right, Matt,
scrambling
you're not
for
going to
it.
show
it's not
anything. You're
iconic.
done here, Matt. You got nothing
Huh?
to show.
Oh,
Becomes iconic when you don't have it.
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah.
Man, I am scrolling through these thousands of '80s movies. I've barely heard of any of them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Dude,
Eddie and the
what are you
Cruisers
looking
2,
at?
Eddie
What are you
Lives.
looking at, man? There's so many movies in the '80s that you're so classic, iconic. I'm gonna have to send you a list.
The Unbelievable Truth. That was good.
I'm gonna send you a
Adrian
list.
Shelley. Poor Adrian. Adrian Shelley got killed in a New York apartment by an illegal alien.
Oh
Like-
gosh, no.
5-6 years ago.
Who?
Adrian Shelley. She's
Who's
a
that?
star of The Unbelievable Truth.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Hal Hartley film. It's like an art house film. I used to watch a lot of art house films.
It was a
in the
good
80s.
80s movie.
Al
In the
Hartley?
80s, back when, you know,
Who's Al
really
Hartley?
good art house movies were coming out in the 80s.
It was a
Art
good
House.
80s movie.
Art House. That's all you had to say, Mike.
Yeah, I like to go see
It was the best of movies.
that movie.
No, it
by
wasn't
August
good.
Moores.
That's when you know it wasn't good when it said Art House. It was like,
Oh, come on, man. Howard the Duck,
Dude,
dude.
Reservoir Dogs came out at our house.
Oh man.
Howard the Duck. man.
Akira came out at our house.
Art House? That they didn't put
Art
that
House.
out.
Akira didn't have national or like major theater distribution.
Oh, you mean the animation Akira?
Akira, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even. I seen that on a bootleg. Someone.
It had re-release. It
Okay, I
had
saw
like
it
a
in
special
the
release.
theater.
Yeah.
Art house in the middle of our street.
Anyways,
There's nothing good
so
about
Matt's
it.
not going to show anything, so we'll just move along to. Go ahead and post the poll.
All right, I will.
Oh,
Liz
Maniac
posted
Cop.
hers some drama.
Yeah.
What
I'm gonna
about
grab-
what
It
about
was-
Melissa and the draw along? Yeah.
Grab Melissa's.
Yeah.
Who's got story? Oh, does Matt got story pages there or layouts or something?
Yeah, this is a book I've been working on.
Yeah.
Modded?
I'm laying out. I'm actually working on modded. I'm trying to finish that up right now, actually. But this is another book that I'm working on right after. I just did some layouts in between. This is one I wrote and I'm writing and drawing it out.
Nice.
I'm not reading anything you wrote, Matt.
I know it's too manly. It's got too
No,
much
You don't
testosterone in it.
understand freaking what
It's too
what
much
makes a good
testosterone.
story. It's gotta have
It's gonna have a chick in it, right?
gotta have lines you can remember. It's like, bro,
And
that's not what
That's
a story.
right.
An
That's
iconic
right.
toilet paper.
Dadgummit, where is the draw? Am I on the wrong thing? Draw along.
These movies are so forgettable to come out today. Nobody talks about
Never
it.
forget
Let's talk
toilet
about
paper.
the 80s movies.
Where's Matt's Furiosa? It's living in the back of his head.
It's at the bottom of file 13. Oh, here you go. Here's Furiosa.
Oh, she's pretty.
It's not Furiosa.
It would have been if I made it.
All righty, let's go. It's got I'll be drawing him in a diaper. That's not accurate. All right, today, we've got Elrod Flash drawn
Oh,
5
yeah.
years before Fury Road to go along with an apocalyptic custom. I did. You spelled custom wrong, but that's fine. Oh yeah, great minds.
That's good. Who's that?
It doesn't matter. You drew it 5 years ago. It doesn't count.
Oh, wow.
It's
Doug
OC. Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
Is that
Doug
Doug?
Oh, that's Doug. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Matt hates it, but I love it.
And actually, you need to show Melissa's just down near the bottom.
Oh, is it the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Melissa's first. There we go.
Okay.
Cookie.
Yeah. I saw a picture of Chris Hemsworth on his motorcycle, and he had that big kid that kind of looks like a blanket to me, and a teddy bear with him, and just it was kind of what came to my mind.
I think Garfield came out this weekend or so too. That new movie. So kind of.
Yeah, it was a pretty. I had like 20 minutes.
So
Sorry.
what? It's
Very
cute.
good.
Thank you.
That was something that was really cool, though. Chris Hemsworth had a a motorcycle chariot. So he had like
Of
3
course he
motorcycles
did.
in the front, and like he had a chariot he stood on in the back, and he was cool.
Did the early movies have such interesting like vehicles in them, or has that been a more recent invention for the films? Like, because these seem rather grand.
The last, I mean, Fury Road was like, so Fury Road was basically like if you took the last 10 minutes of Road Warrior and you turned it into a whole movie, right? Like the big fight chase at the end of Road Warrior, which was the best part of the movie. And you turn that into a whole movie. That's why I loved it, because it's like a freaking roller coaster ride, especially in the theaters.
And they still managed to make a movie out of it. Like,
Yeah.
That's gotta be pretty hard, because keeping plot with a lot of action, keeping all those things tied together can be challenging.
Yeah. I mean, it was a, get from point A to point B storyline, so it wasn't like that convoluted or anything.
Oh.
All right, that's very cool. What's this? Is that his?
That was a reference to try to explain what I was doing.
Oh, right.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, that's Melissa Lester, everyone. She's in the straw poll. We'll work back up from the top. Mad Miller, infuriated from Elrod Flash. Infuriated Road.
That's nice.
Oh, that's cute.
I like it.
I resemble that remark. What's the deal with the Cybertruck?
Why not?
There won't be any Cybertrucks in the Mad Max universe.
Do you have a Cybertruck?
No. I was going back and forth with these people today on freaking Twitter about this. I'm like, about, how
Lithium batteries and stuff.
Yeah, the lithium battery. I'm like, there's literally not enough lithium on Earth to replace the cars that we have now. And people are like, oh, how do you know, Mr. Battery Expert? I'm like, I mean, it's really easy to Google how much lithium is on Earth, how much lithium it takes to make the average car battery, or the average electric car battery, and how many cars are on the Earth. It's a very simple mathematical formula.
Not to mention all the other things that we have that have batteries in it. It's almost all lithium.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I said. It's like, now, imagine when you've got this relatively plentiful thing on Earth now, but you use all of that for batteries in all these cars, and then it becomes a really rare substance that we need for all of our electronics. How much?
There's certain things that make sense to use.
iPads are gone.
Yeah. iPad would be $1,000 would just be for the battery. All right. Anyways, Mad Miller, thank you. Matthew Cossin's Mad Maxine, also from Elrod.
Oh, really?
Oh, she's cute.
She doesn't look like Mad Maxine, but it looks good.
Looks just like you, Matt.
That's like
Make the movie.
Mad Maxine. Yeah. Nice. It's a good great drawing, Elrod. Great drawing.
Alamo Rules, Juan Soto here. My Furiosa Mad Lady. Hey now.
Whoa.
Hey now. This is a Mad Maxine that sorry.
I got you doing it.
That's the OnlyFans Steven Seagal.
OnlyFans Furiosa.
Exactly.
All right.
Probably have more fans.
All right, let's go down the road. Jericho, who's your pro today?
Doug.
All right. Amy?
Oh, I think I like Elrod's Mad Maxine.
Elrod. All right. Melissa?
They're creative.
I'm going to go with Doug.
2 Doug, 1 Elrod. Kevin.
I am voting for Mad Miller.
2 for Elrod. 2 for Doug. Cossin.
I am going to go because he went through the trouble, and that's a great drawing for the Mad Maxine. Elrod.
All right, that's 3 for Elrod. And I'm going to go for Mad Miller, so that's 4 for Elrod. Congratulations, Elrod / you are today's pros there.
Yay!
Boom.
Oh, I forgot to Jeff.
Yeah, that's okay. It's too late.
Well, who did you want to vote for?
Who would you want to? Yeah, we could give a special award for the Jeff Potts
Oh,
vote.
great. Now I'm the one that they have to give the special award for.
Yeah, special needs.
Wow.
Elrod, for cripe's sake.
Hey, Elrod gets 2 awards tonight.
Even more winning.
Calling me. Elliot, take over.
Yeah. So yeah. Mike's on the phone. And I'm stupid. Matt said so. And Kevin's
We could
he's
always
kind
do
of
a-
wishy-washy in there. He's in the middle
hang
there.
on. We could always do a bad lip reading of what Mike's talking about on the phone.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I would like some wontons. Yeah, do you have those? Do you have those in pork? Pork or beef? Beef or pork? Okay. Yeah. By the way, how's my hair look? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, Jeff.
Yes.
So, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
What am I
Do
doing?
you have
here?
controls at all? Do you have controls of anything?
I do have some controls. Why?
Let's look at what's on Matt Cossin's desk.
Okay.
Can you do that? Can we do that?
I think we can do that. Let me see.
All right.
Let's try not
Oh,
to.
let's go read his grocery list.
He's writing notes. Let's see what his notes say. He's probably writing a list of movies that he wants us all to watch.
A list of movies from 1980 that came out.
I was just kidding.
2001, The Fog, Mad Max, Coal Miner's Daughter, Lady and the Tramp, American Gigolo. There's still other ones I'm writing.
Those
down.
were all big movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he loves the big movies.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you're talking about no good movies are
Did you
coming
see
out.
Trust? Did you see The Unbelievable Truth? Did you see the unbelievable? What is it? The undeniable,
Fog,
unbearable,
Mad Max,
unbearable
What was,
life.
what was it called?
Unbearable
I
Life.
want to watch
Being.
it. I always look for those 80s movies I haven't seen. I'm looking for them. I'm buying them too because I'm like they're more entertaining to watch. Those are my new movies to me when I watch those.
Didn't Electric Boogaloo come out at that time too?
I don't think it came out like 84, 83, 84. I think it was 84.
Breakin' Electric. Breakin'
Hey, I was a
Breaking
b-boy
two,
growing up.
Electric Boogaloo.
I was a b-boy growing up, and we all hated those movies.
Yeah, they're
One
iconic,
movie
man.
that
They may be iconic. They're like iconic poop.
No,
Just
but that's the
bad.
thing is like I remember as a kid, there's certain times there's things you're like, oh, that's dumb or cheesy. Like He-Man, like he's like, it doesn't look anything like the toys. That's how it was with Transformers. I didn't like the Transformers. They look like nothing like the designs of the toys, right? So I get that. I'm like, yeah. I get it.
Well, also it's kind of obnoxious that they were just throwing in all these cogs and things like that to the design. You know, all these little things just because, hey, my computer's powerful and I can do it. You know, it's just like it's kind of a conglomeration of BS, and it confuses the eye when you look at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
he bolted.
You lost Mike.
You lost
What?
Mike. What?
You, Matt,
I'm
you
gonna
made
do
him
this
so
without
mad
him.
he left.
Oh.
I don't know if that's.
Oh no!
Okay, so
Maybe I have to
everybody.
get the wontons.
Hey, me and Melissa win. Good night, everybody.
So we gotta do the straw poll.
So yeah, so okay, so I guess everybody has to go in and vote in the straw poll. Well, I can't have Mike at as the highest because tangents.
That's
Hey, Matt,
That's bad
there's a
form.
couple of movies from the 80s that they were a pretty big deal at the time, but no one talks about them anymore. I was wondering what you thought of them. Short Circuit and Flight of the Navigator.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are fun. Yeah, I actually like the Flight of the Navigator was one of my favorites. And but Short Circuit's good. I haven't seen it in a while though.
Number 5 alive.
Yeah, Flight of the Navigator is great too.
Disassemble. I know that movie.
Let me see. Those are great.
You know that Michelle Pfeiffer was married to that Indian guy in the Short Circuit movies?
Get out of here.
Yep. I'm not kidding. She was with him for a long time till they divorced.
Aww.
It's crazy. You look at like at the time she's like one of the hottest ladies on Earth, and and she marries the kind of the nerdy kind of not so attractive looking Indian guy. So that's what I thought was funny. You guys see that that skit, the Bill Burr skit on abortion and the birthday cake?
Yes, that's actually very clever. That was very cleverly presented. That was an excellent strategy.
I don't know why when everybody was just kind of arguing back and forth, I don't know, my brain just went to that, and I've had it on the brain for the last 30 minutes or so for some reason.
Yeah, so you just gotta share it. It's very well done.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Another good comedian who's making a good conversation, a good argument for like generally like a topic that most comedians don't usually support. There's this one guy. He was talking about existence. It's like,
oh yeah, you know
so
it doesn't exist.
like, so there's two arguments. There's either you gotta have God, thing that you can't see, hear, touch, and that science can't prove, and you have nothing, something which can't be seen, touched, seen, touched, heard, and something science can't prove. It's kind of like, but now we know if God exists, possibly, but you know what we know absolutely know doesn't exist? Nothing. That is the whole point of nothing, is that it doesn't exist. And you're just like, and if you're saying that nothing exploded one day and created absolutely everything, you've got yourself one magical nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
He was talking about, yeah, what happened? Yes, you're the one the people who believe in nothing treat people who are dumb like they believe in God like they're dumb. And it's like, okay, when you die, what happens? Nothing. You just go back. You just fade to nothing. You mean you return to your creator? No, that's happened.
Like, I get nothing. I get it. Nothing created you, and you return to creator nothing.
It was very cleverly presented argument. I'm very impressed by it. And laughed.
I think I had a similar argument with somebody online. And they got ticked at me. If I wasn't even like die hard like I would be about a movie, I was like,
you didn't treat it as wrongly as a movie.
Hey, if you're relentless like you are with this whole Furiosa thing, then you probably you would win more arguments than Matt, because
oh man, I sometimes I just, but when it comes to Mad Max, that's like one of my top 10 movies franchises. Mad Max, probably top 5, I should say. And I know it's my favorite trilogy.
It's his top 5 in the top 10.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. That actually makes
No, not top 5. There are only 3 Mad Max films. It's only 3. Just like there's only one. Well, Predator 2 is okay.
Has the straw poll been voted on, or where's Mike? What's going on?
I don't know. He's like just left.
Did he lose his internet? Wait, look in the private chat. Is he making any comments?
I don't
Take a look at the private chat. I don't see it.
I'm your private chatter, chatting for money.
I see. No. Uh-oh, we just lost somebody else. Who? What? We lost the Lesters again.
What the heck?
Oh, for crying out loud!
I think like flies.
I think their connection went out on their phone or whatever it was that they were using. It was getting like a kind of robotic sounding.
They're taking this one by one, man. Taking this out like Predator.
I know exactly. Who will be next?
They use Matrice.
Watch the screen. Which one goes? Who goes?
Mike just was gone. He's not even in the Twitter chat. I'm looking at Twitter chat.
Let me check my texts. Oh, no texts. Maybe the Russians got him.
Yeah, they hit California. Let's go check the news to see if there's any news about California being hit.
They're gonna hit Florida first.
Oh yeah, that's right. They came over. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I want to go to
can't wait.
Florida.
It's gonna be awesome.
I knew
wanna
a guy
go to
that
Florida.
used to work for FEMA when they first started FEMA, and he was saying that it was going to be California would be hit first.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
why? What did we do to you? Nothing.
Bad
the
movies.
commies.
Bad movies from the 80s.
No, the commies love California, man. What were they?
No, they're gonna kind of say you made bad movies.
They love our movies over there. What are you talking about?
All right, who won? Who won the straw poll?
Okay, hang on.
Are you gonna announce it?
I guess.
I mean, you don't have to. We could wait for Mike still. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
coming around somewhere.
What, did you text him, Elliot?
I did not text him. Let me see.
Let me see. We should all bombard him.
You know, he didn't even text me. He just sends me. He just calls me. Let's see.
Whoa! Why is Jeff full screen?
Because I am trying to figure out how to do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we lost everybody. I was like, man.
There we go.
Mike's-
No.
Yeah.
All right, I just texted him. I said, "Yo, where you at?" Let's see what happens. Punching Panda, what's up? You can't even let somebody into the space, right?
Can you?
He's got to have the link, and I don't.
Oh, how do you send them the link?
I can. If they have the link, they can just drop in.
Is he? He's not in the Twitter chat.
I can send him the link. Hang on.
Huh.
I'm not in the Twitter chat, so
I'll go
he's in
there.
Facebook.
SC Spider's asking. Says he has dyslexia. Is the English dub for Godzilla -1?
there he is.
If you're asking about it, it is available on Netflix. Has the English dub.
I never even thought about that. People with dyslexia, like reading subtitles.
So Nolan, have you seen Mike? Have you found Mike? Is he hiding under your desk or something?
No, I don't think he's.
Mike.
I checked all the small areas. He's not showing up.
Oh.
The little crawl spaces are empty.
We
that's
are
another-
littles.
That's another movie
Okay.
from the '80s, Crawl Space. You might.
I
like
heard
that,
if you
Elliot.
drop some Bitcoin under your desk, he might appear. If you say his name 3 times.
You hears him fall on the ground. Click, click, click.
Okay, well, I will announce the winners. So
All right. Yeah. 'Cause
peanut
I
butter
gotta-
metal. Peanut butter metal is number 3, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, peanut butter, silver, and gold.
Actually, I didn't want to do that.
Unless you want to announce the people who are whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so last place, Melissa, the silent Lester sister Lester.
No.
In 4th place, Kevin Furiosa is better than Mad Max. Fight me sharp.
Man, what is with y'all voting? How many people did we have voting?
Yeah, how many people were it?
What does it say?
Just 7.
Just 7 tonight. Oh my goodness, we got to do something about that.
In place, the peanut butter metal. Amy, I'm out of here. Lester. Tied for 2nd place. It is Matt He-Man Furiosa hater Cossin and Elliot Steven Seagal's toupee fitter Fernandez.
What in the Jeff?
And in 1st place, scared of his own prize, Mike COVID super duper spreader Mike or Miller. Sorry. Ba-da-ba-da.
Yay!
Hey!
So
He's not here. I'll be accepting for Mike. Since Mike is not here, I'll be accepting tonight for Mike. He thanks you. I'm sure he thanks everybody out there, and he loves you all, even the little people. I think he said.
Especially.
So I don't know what we do from here.
Yeah, 'cause we can't even cancel the stream, right?
I don't think we can cancel the stream.
Dude, no, we're not having a chair stream, man. Oh Lord.
What if we cancel the channel?
Cancel the channel.
We can start playing some copyright material and get him struck.
Oh no.
That's how you end it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Man.
Don't do that.
No.
What's the list of bannable words from YouTube?
Oh yeah.
It's fitting that both.
I would probably bet at least a little money on the N word. I'm sure that was one. Let's see.
Necronomicon?
Nike.
Yep, Necronomicon. And ninjas. To all my ninjas out there.
What's up, my ninja?
What's up, my ninja? What's up, my ninja?
I'm still adding to this Furiosa thing.
Good. It looks good, man.
This thing's still on?
Oh, there he is.
There
Yay, came back.
Where you was at?
We're gonna leave it like a chair stream.
I had to reset my internet completely, and then I went and made some rice.
Oh, okay.
gosh.
Like a
Well,
good
you
Asian.
won.
I did?
You won.
You
First
won.
place.
Yeah.
Woo! I didn't even get to vote for me.
No,
Wow.
you didn't have to.
Even with the boob tangent.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, let me share because I want Elliot to get to see what he missed out on.
What?
And then I'm gonna also explain something that I'm thinking about doing.
You got some splaining to do.
I got some explaining I want to do.
Lucy, you got some splaining.
Well, I got to drive to Heroes Con tomorrow, so I can't stay too late. But
Oh man, I'm gonna miss you, man.
Shucks.
Shearer's going to be there.
huh?
Brian
Sure.
Jordan's going to be there.
Sure.
Where's gonna be there? Oh,
Are you sure?
I thought you said Cher's gonna be there. I'm like, cool.
We're gonna try to go next year, but I don't know for sure.
Well, you know, our studio, Tsunami Studios, a couple of the guys had to bow out, so there were free tables. So I was like, well, I wasn't planning on going, but when they bowed out, and I was like, well, there's tables there. All I have to do is get a hotel. So sure, why not? You know. So
Nice. Why you can't just go stay with Randy?
no, because me and the Mrs. like going there. She really loves Heroes Con. So
Oh yeah, you don't want to go. Real much.
yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, with other dudes. Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
Elliot. So this is I decided on one of the double page spreads. I was just gonna split it up into 2 pages, but that's not this one, so that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is the intro page where we're kind of recapping the. And
Do we want this live? I just wanted to ask real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
It's okay. So that's this. Good night, Amy.
Good night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good night, guys. I'm sorry that the thing bonked out on you.
Wow,
so
look at that
kind of a
face with the explosion. That's awesome.
flashback. Blah, 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 blah. Then there's Scout back there.
Is that for
Hey, Isaac,
Lone Star?
Isaac, can you go close the refrigerator?
Is that Lone Star?
It's Lone
Yeah, that's
Star
like-
characters.
I'll
It's
be
Lone
right
Star
Yeah,
characters.
yeah. This is a recap of the end of Lone Star 3, and then we move into sort of the repercussions. I'm not going to explain too deeply because I don't want to give away too much about the end of Lone Star 3. But sort of what happens after, like with the witnesses who survived, and then like the different people who are like, you know, you got the men in black folks, you got the military folks, you got the senators, and they're all like, how come nobody knew about this black project? Right? And so then Dr. Livingston and the Lone Star and his crew got dragged before Congress, and they're like, you know, everything's getting flushed out into the world and all of his secrets and stuff, and just the way they do with politics, and they just screw everything up. So then you have a flashback to Teddy Roosevelt actually signing the
Declaration of Independence.
The Emancipation Proclamation.
Sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Wow, you ruined everything. Damn it. Again.
Is it Robin Williams?
one more time.
It's a habit with me.
Yeah, I know. No, the Unknown Soldiers program. So he's the one that actually implemented the Unknown Soldier program, which none of you knew, but now you do. And so then the Men in Black go to, after they had shut down the Unknown Soldier program, and then they started, somebody unleashed the information, at least some of the information. And then one of our villains, the Iron Mask,
Oh, that's great.
gets
Wow, that's killer.
gets some of the information and starts making his own version of Dr. Livingston's formula. All right, and then this double page spread that follows is going to be this double page spread of all these different heroes. Now, here's what I'm thinking about doing, Elliot. Check this out. You know how I was doing NFTs for the customs collections before, like last cycle?
Mhm.
Well, what I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to create a NFT collection of co-created characters, so people can order a custom character. We'll work on it together to create a character, and then I get paid in that sense, and then their character gets added to the Blacklist universe, or our character rather gets added to the Blacklist universe, and then I'm going to populate that double page spread with those custom.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that. And then if they get picked out and be used for other comics and stuff, then the co-creator gets the co-creator royalties. All right, moving on. Back to current day, this is like 13 years after the end of Lone Star. And that's an MIT Zippo.
That's great.
That was good, Michael. I presume. Correct. Thank you.
Correct.
And then here he is, lighting his smoke, taking a drag, blowing it out, reading his charts and his internet stuff, and then getting ready. You can tell by the fact that he's finished with his smoke that some time has passed. Drops it in a can of Red Balls. And then,
that looks like how I thought he looked like in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Did you read the latest draft?
No, I haven't had a chance to read anything yet.
Bro, it's only 144 pages.
I'll talk to you about it afterward. I'll tell you more about my life recently and the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. All right, so here's him streaming, smoking up, streaming, chatting it up, and then you say nothing much is happening on the charts, so he's gonna start playing some Durka. I love this long time elapse panel, not elapse, but you know how like long wide panels, just like that's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
It's the simple things that I enjoy. And then here's him getting all pissed off. His name's Nobody. Jiminy. Throwing his headphones off when he gets killed by spiders, because who the hell gets killed by spiders, right? Then he's like kind of just sitting there bummed, and then one of the guys, Po Boy 69, says muted because he hasn't said anything, and he's like, no, not muted. I just got so much blah blah blah. And then he goes to grab a smoke, but right as he goes to grab a smoke, his phone alarm goes off. Beep 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 beep. And he picks it up and it says, "Oh man, dinner with Dad." Let me turn this off.
Come on, man.
Hey, can you use that cigarette brand like that?
Marlboro? I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
You should modify it to something different. Maybe Marlboro.
I mean, I could do that, but
I was going to say Marlboros.
Marlboros?
Couldn't you like? I mean, it's you're doing them a favor by advertising for them, right?
Yeah.
But you can use that as an opportunity to make your own cigarette brand. There you go. Spin-off merch.
So
Black Lung Universe.
Then he does grab his smokes and he's like, "Damn it, it's empty." So he clicks open amazing deliveries and opts for the instant delivery. He puts on his jacket and then he hears the doorbell ring.
Looks good, man. He put a lot of love into that.
Wait till this.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. Did you? What?
There's Lone Star.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, that's crazy. You drew everyone. I would have copy pasted that junk.
I did eventually. Some of these ones back here are copy pasted.
Yeah, you can see kind of where they're stretched in the perspective.
Oh man, okay, that was great,
I
man.
think about 2/3 of it is hand drawn.
I was gonna say, but knowing you probably would have drawn all of them anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna be a narcissist. I looked all through that to see if there were any other, like some,
You want me to slide some of your guys in there?
I'm just saying. I looked around.
I could do some dragon folk down here in one of these things instead.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I looked. I was that bad. I looked to see if maybe you threw them.
Kind of like Wolverine, and I kind of like Colossus.
Yep.
Kind of like an Iron Man.
The little Star Wars fakies.
I literally looked all over that, man. I was like, did he throw in anything kind of cool? Let's see.
Where's the Jerkmonger figures?
Oh. Okay, fine. Jeez Louise. I was trying to get
just
through
kidding,
it. I
just
was trying to
kidding,
reference
just
everything
kidding.
for everything.
Go,
All right,
go,
so
go, go.
yeah, doorbell rings. He walks
Ding
out
dong.
of his dark room through his hall of toys, and then the amazing deliveries guy's there with the big Mormon smile on his face. I was literally watching a Mormon video while I was doing this. So, anyways, he grabs a bag and he starts closing the door on the guy as he's saying, "What's he saying, Elliot?"
Have a great.
No.
I can't remember.
Amazing deliveries.
Oh yeah. Can't remember.
Have an amazing day.
Oh.
Come on, man. It's the catch line for the whole thing.
Mike, I'm tired, man.
Then I kind of threw his mom in there.
Oh, that's cool.
And the smokes. Mall bros. And then he gets this is a text message from his dad, so I just actually wanted to copy paste a screen of text messages instead of writing it all out. So that's as far as I've gotten. So I've gotten 9 pages of work done. It's page 11, but those 2 pages aren't done yet.
These digital?
Love it, man.
It's
amazing.
all Procreate, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was trying to get away with just smushing this side, but I had to go in and redraw everything on this one.
That's where Elliot Fernandez art figure can go.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't care about that.
That's
No,
awesome.
no, I will.
No, I don't want it.
No?
Oh.
I even put, remember from Monster Hunt 2? Oops, I'm deleting stuff. This is the, dang it. That's the Silver Surfer fake dude from Monster Hunt 2.
It's Nexus back there, right?
Yeah. Mario.
No,
GT.
that's Wario though. That's a W.
Yeah, it's Wario. Yeah, whatever. Jocasta.
Oh, it's funny.
Whee!
That you went through all the trouble to do this is crazy.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It's like, dude, did you really need to draw?
That looks good too, man.
Needs got nothing to do with it.
I know you're self-torture.
Bro, I just spent like 9 pages with just black backgrounds, so
Yeah.
you got it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you can. Yeah.
Nice.
He's got his Logan's Run shirt on. Which Matt Cossin should appreciate. Actually, that's a 70s movie. Never mind.
I like Logan's Run. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
But it's not from the right decade.
No, it is.
Right, so
if it's a good
that's where
movie,
I'm at.
it's the right decade. If it's a good movie.
That's
Unlike
where I'm
today.
at. That's what I've been doing. Elliot.
Awesome.
So the spin-off of from Lone Star, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't star Lone Star. I know how you get so mad about stories where you get a spin-off character. And then
But it's not called Lone Star, is it? The Saga of Lone Star.
Yeah, it's
The
called
Lone
Nobody's
Star
Business,
Saga?
the Lone Star Saga.
Lone Star.
I love it.
You know
I
that
love
Lone Star
it.
purists are going to be up in arms if you do that crap.
Yeah, Lone Star is it? Why does delivery guy splatter? He's not. He's teleporting out.
I want to make a comic that says it's called Matt Cossin Hates Movies.
No, it's Matt Costin loves movies. That's
No.
the whole point.
No, what you love is trash. That's the
What I
subtitle.
love is heart, golden heart.
Ow.
All right. Well, did you miss the show? Yes, Roscoe, you did indeed miss the show. Catch the next one, I guess. Because we're out of here. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for